What's good? What's good? What's good, my peoples? Neil X Davis, Dead Game Boxing, John Thomas, A. Sneed, Mario Gonzalez, Eric O, IJNTJ 909, A1 Hoops on my brother Manuel H in the building. Go subscribe to the basketball channel. Von D Gaming, David Da Vinci, B Fitness, my brother. What's going on? I see they're not sending out the notifications, huh? Chris Wells, what's going on? Bryce Allen, what's going on? So here's the thing, right? This is amazing. Nothing ever ceased to amaze me. On the rise, what's going on? Now I need y'all, again, go subscribe to the basketball channel, Trill everything, what's going on? And I need y'all also to, AMG 2, what's going on? Successful Hustle, my brother, what's going on? Click the link that's posted, ppv.blkprime.com. I got something special. Y'all know I got something. Nagara, what's going on? Jeffrey H. Lopez, what's going on? AJ, what's going on? Y'all know I have something special going on with that, and I need y'all to click on that. And I need y'all to subscribe to it, support your boy Blue, and let's make it happen. So it's pinned up in the chat. ppv.blkprime.com. March 12th, Oakland, California. We will be doing and working in partnership with ppv.blkprime.com, and we will be working with Street Beefs, and we'll be doing a collaboration in an event March 12th. RJ Fernandez, what's going on? Ed 13 Dog, what's going on? I'll have an official venue and things of that nature soon for y'all to be able to attend. So they're clearly not sending out the notifications. Julius Thomas, what's going on? Clearly not sending out the notifications. Johan Sebastian, what's going on? How fighting a former unified world champion twice as Doug? Stop the cap. You're an idiot. And let me tell you why. You're talking about a former world champion. Okay, so let me ask you a question, Jonathan Sebastian. Since you're saying how is fighting a former world champion a Doug? Okay, so did you give Devin Haney credit for fighting 3 former world champions back to back, Sebastian? T-Town, the CEO, what's going on? Gerardo Valencia, DP Rocker, what's going on? Did you, Jonathan Sebastian, did you give Devin Haney, since you're saying how is fighting a former world champion a Doug? Did you give him credit for beating Joseph Diaz, Jorge Linares, and Yuriorkis Gamboa? Average Joe, what's going on? Just Jude Boxing, what's going on? Did you give him credit for that, Jonathan Sebastian? And don't time nobody out, don't block nobody, don't do nothing. I got him all tonight. Arcee Ray, what's going on? I got him all tonight, man, because I ain't in a good mood. So you started off wrong, brother. YTBC Goon, what's going on? Loma has more champs in the bag. What are you talking about? He should have more champs in the bag. He's 10 years older than him. The Fly Guy Squad, what's going on? What are you talking about? T Skills, what's going on? He's 10 years older than him. He should have more champions in the bag. Son of Jacob 12, what's going on? Kizzy Hayes, what's going on? Khalil Mays, what's going on? What are you talking about? He got more champs in the bag. He should. He's 33 years old. Noob Juice, Eric O, what's going on? Curtis Price, what's going on? My brother Charles Edward Cheese in the building. What's going on with you, great brother? Said then why talk about fighting champs then? What are you talking about? He is the champion. Is Lomachenko the champion? Is Lomachenko the champion, Sebastian? What are you talking about? Shouldn't you want to see 2 champions fight? In only a world of sports, in this sport of boxing, do you not want to see the best fight the best? You don't want to see 2 champions fight? What are you talking about? El Rivy, what's going on? This is a champion. So you don't want to see undisputed. Instead of 2 champions fight, You telling me you want to see him defend the titles against a non-champion? He said Loma Pro career started late. No, he chose his career to start late. His career didn't start late. He chose to start late. And then he got 3 opportunities for a world title in his first 3 fights. He was 1-1 in his first 2 fights and got an opportunity for a world title in his 3rd fight. Explain that. Go ahead and explain that, Sebastian. Explain that to the people. How do you start your career off 1-1 and your 3rd fight, you coming off a loss and get another opportunity for a world title? Go ahead, Sebastian. Now explain that to all these people here. Explain that. J Wash 4, what's going on? Skills, I'm going to block you in a second. So you trying to tell me Devin Haney don't have skills, my friend? Chris Brooks, what's going on? Joel Say, what's going on? You talking about skills? Skills should have paid the bills when he lost to a man in his first 15 fights. Salido in his first 15 fights, Jonathan Sebastian, was knocked out 5 times and had 2 draws. In his first 15 fights. So what you talking about? That's skills? Because Orlando Salido, in his first 15 fights as a professional, was knocked out 5 times and had 2 draws. So 50% of his fights, in his first 15 fights, he got knocked out or lost. And you talking about that skill. John Patterson, what's going on? So go ahead and explain it again. J Money, what's going on? J Battle, Jorge Delgado, Joel Say, what's going on? Classy Mag, GT Entertainment, what's going on? Chris Wells, what's going on? Sylvester Simon, 2011, what's going on? So he still got a belt prior to Loma fight. I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you again, brother, and then I'm gonna block you. Jay Hoover 07, what's going on? I'm gonna ask you again. How did you get an opportunity to fight for a world title your first 3 fights as a professional, and you lost one of those fights? If you started off 1-1 and you lost to a guy who had 15 fights, and in his first 15 fights he was knocked out and had 2 draws, how did you get an opportunity to fight for a world title in your 3rd fight? Go ahead. Explain it. Thomas and John, what's going on? S. Money, what's going on? We got 280 people. We should have 280 likes. We got 85 likes. False Boss, what's going on? Anthony Macias, what's going on? Marvelous Tracks, what's going on? Jawan Rumbles, Memphis, Maine, what's going on? Peace be free, what's going on? Appreciate you, Joel Say. Bomac Extra, what's going on? G Sun, what's going on? We got 300 people here and we don't even have 100 likes. T Skills, brother, in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. These clowns can't justify ducking Undisputed to fight a 2-time loser with no belt. Kambosos is a both emperor with no honor. Facts. Marcus the Villain, what's going on? Truly Israel, what's going on? William Old School on deck, my brother, what's going on? Black Attack, what's going on? Quincy Quintant, what's going on? The Chef, what's going on? Blue, can you ask me a question? You already did. Go ahead and ask me another one. I need y'all to get the likes up. We got 330 people out here. They don't send out notification. Y'all participate. Smash the like button. Keenan Johnson, what's going on? Alejandro Villamil, what's going on? Darryl D. Henderson, what's going on? And y'all wonder why Chris Brooks, what's going on? Yeah, man. This is from the very beginning. They told you they had no interest in negotiating with Devin Haney from the very beginning. From the very beginning. Charlie Brunson, what's going on? From the very beginning. And you got people like that come here talking about skills. Skills what? It don't have nothing to do with skills when you start your first 3 fights and get a world title opportunity and with a loss. Shaq Jones, brother in the super chat. What's good, Blue? It is what it is, but who wins? Man, I don't even care. DJ Zion Love, what's going on? Carolina Fresh, what's going on? Little Scrappy, what's going on? Jeremy Morales, what's going on? Ryan Robinson, what's going on? Renaissance Dad, what's going on? That's what's wrong with the sport of boxing, man. You got people like that. It's just a bunch of unhonest people in the sport. That's what's happening in this sport. Damian Milton, what's going on? Kimber 4509, what's going on? MP Run It, what's going on? Cross Sun, what's going on? Shavar 52, Ernie V, what's going on? Rodney Blake, what's going on? Eric Holmes, what's going on? Y'all don't even understand, man. You got a kid, Devin Haney is 23. And you got people like that come here talking about, oh, it was skill. It was this, it was that. This kid is 23, Irvin Green, what's going on? And carving out his niche, trying to fight for his legacy. And a fight that should just be simple mathematics, that should just be automatic. A fight for undisputed. We got to get all these politics when you got a guy that's in George Kambosos Jr. that's just didn't stick to his word at all. Tate Brown, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Antonio King, what's going on? Said TV, what's going on? G Cole, my brother. What's up, G Cole? The Black Kid, what's going on? Al the Truth, what's going on? When you know it's the politics and the business of the sport that's preventing this kid that's carving out his own niche, that's trying to fight for his legacy, and y'all come here making up all types of reasonings why this kid shouldn't get his opportunity to fight for. He's doing it the right way. ESO 35, what's going on? And you come here and you act like you don't see the keep away game. Tariq Collins, what's going on? Isaiah Young, what's going on? Ace Boogie 57, what's going on? Ace Boogie, goodbye. 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 Get him out of here. You come here talking about Devin Haney's boring. George Kambosos is boring. Get him out of here. Crunchtown Sports, what's going on? David Gordon Lane, Tavian Parrish, what's going on? You ain't even know who George Kambosos was. Charles Robb, Jay Battle, what's going on? Now you can come here talking about Devin Haney is boring. Like you knew who George Kambosos was. You ain't even know who he was. Al the Truth, what's going on? Bugatti Bone, what's going on? Didn't even know who he was. Now all of a sudden George Kambosos is excited. You seen him fight one time. Terrell Gasberry, what's going on? You seen this dude fight one time and now miraculously he's excited. No, he was excited. Why? Because he clipped Teofimo Lopez? Earn Incorporated, what's going on? Or he was excited because he got dropped? Emmanuel Pettigrew, Tupac Biggie, what's going on? The Don, what's going on? That's what made him excited? What made George Kambosos so excited? Because he only got 10 knockouts. Everybody loved to talk about how pillow-fisted Devin Haney is. This dude only got 10 knockouts. So what excitement is he giving you? Somebody tell me what excitement you seen George Kambosos giving him. Jaime Luna, what's going on? Herbert Freeman, what's going on? Gabe Camarello, what's going on? What excitement you saw from George Kambosos? Go ahead and tell me. Somebody tell me the exciting fight you saw, man, outside of the fight with Teofimo Lopez. And the only reason that was exciting because you ain't expect that to happen. You expected, just like Bob Arum and everybody else, T.O. to roll right over him. Tim Allen, what's going on? Gainesville 100, what's going on? Jones Albright, what's going on? On the mic, my brother Terrence Bailey Senior. Go subscribe to my brother On the Mic with Terrence Bailey Senior. We got 500 people and we don't even have 250 likes. Tonight ain't the night. We got 500 people in here and we don't even have 250 likes. Really? Zay Zane, a.k.a. Style Sharpton, what's going on? Mount Queen's D. Texas, what's going on? Herbert Freeman, what's going on? Got 500 people and we don't even have 250 likes. That's how they doing it? Where they do that at? Not here. Scrooge Maine, what's going on? Irvin Green, my brother, what's going on? Anonymous Professor, what's going on? Jermaine Wells, what's going on? Jones Albright, what's going on? We should have 500 likes right now. Kareem Ebanks, Alonzo Smith, what's going on? Deal with it TV, what's going on? Jimmy Chin, What's going on? Melfi Cruz, what's going on? We should have 500 likes right now. Tara Sims, what's going on? My brother Dub _ right side, what's going on, great brother? James Childress, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, "Old men, they can't have it both ways. They say Haney hasn't proven anything, but they ignore the duck who won't step up to plate." Shaking my head. This is a fact. Nelson Armstrong, what's going on? Big Zoe, what's going on? AB, what's going on? Shaq Jones, what's going on? We should have 500 likes, man. Donnie Pruitt, get the likes to 500 right now. Get the likes to 500. I don't even like to say fighters is this and fighters is that, man, because every time they step in the ring, he who greets what's going on. Every time Julio Lazo, what's going on? Every time they step in the ring, they put everything on the line. But this right here, it just put a different taste in my mouth for boxing. Hulk Mode 365 days, what's going on? It just put a different taste in my mouth. Big Zoe, Bernard Crawford, Knowledge Shabazz, my brother, what's going on? Devin throw that WBC. It just put a different G Uzmek, what's going on? Bernard Crawford, what's going on? James, my brother, James Childress, brother, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. So take me on Paris, brother, super chat. Devin Haney needs to leave the zone. It ain't got nothing to do with the zone. Nothing. It has nothing to do with the zone. Mel Phillips, what's going on? Dawn Jenkins, the gotcha gamer. Successful hustle, brother, super chat. They can't say what they want. At the end of the day, they still want to be compared to our fighters, Mayweather or Ali, etc. Not their own. Isn't that ironic? Facts. Jeff Pierre Lewis, what's going on? Exactly, William Old School on there. Exactly. You don't have nothing to do with the zone. It goes way beyond the zone. It has everything to do with they don't want Devin Haney to get them belts and do it individually and be a top of the sport, period. Jesse R, what's going on? Marshamal Ayash, what's going on? That's what it has to do. Blue G Gaze, what's going on? Robin Montgomery, Brian G, Melvin Burnett, what's going on? Has everything to prevent another Floyd Mayweather. That's all. Boxing Dad, what's going on? That's all it is. Julian Browell, brother in the super chat, he says, so if this confirmed now that he not fighting Dev. Yeah, they just reported it. Lomachenko signed his portion. Kenny, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. If Dev choose to fight Cam before his match with T.O., he would have been labeled a cherry pick. Yep. But now that he beat T.O., people got reasons as to why he don't deserve the fight. Fact. Now all of a sudden, Kenny, George Kambosos Jr. is exciting. Now all of a sudden, Lance Dillion, what's going on? Now all of a sudden, George Kambosos Jr. is exciting. Now all of a sudden, everybody know and it's George Kambosos fans. No, this is what they know. That they know we don't want Devin to get them belts. We want Lomachenko to get the belts. Lance Dillion, brother in the super chat, much love to you. They don't want Devin to get the belts. They want Lomachenko to get the belts, people. Y'all don't see the play here? I'm tired. Today, this just put a horrible taste in my mouth for the sport of boxing, man. That's what happened today. That's what's happening. Maya Egypt, what's going on? Samaj Goldberg, what's going on? Full movie episode. AO Radio, what's going on? Mo O, what's going on? Timothy X, Pugilist Shiznit, what's going on? William Whitlow, what's going on? Y'all ain't see the play here? Y'all gonna pretend you don't see it? Huh? Now all of a sudden, Lomachenko beats now. If you could beat Richard Comey and Nakatani, and that qualifies you to be in the pound for pound list. Tank Davis ain't on nobody pound for pound list. He beat Leo Santa Cruz. Why Tank ain't on the list? If beating Richard Comey and Nakatani, who never fought for a world title, has never been a world champion, that qualifies you to be on the pound for pound list. That qualifies you that you have rectified a loss to Teofimo Lopez without actually getting in the ring? You fight two guys that Teofimo Lopez already beat that qualifies you to be back in the pound for pound and top the list? Ask yourself the question. Sports Express Podcast, what's going on? Who has a better career? Leo Santa Cruz or Richard Comey and Nakatani? Because if beating Richard Comey, who has already had multiple losses and brutally knocked out by Teofimo Lopez, and Nakatani, who's never fought for a world title and never won a world title, that qualifies you to be top the pound for pound list. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Mr. 6'7", brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute, Blue. When Loma beats Kambosos, what will the excuse be this time to Doug Devin? Whatever it is, I wouldn't be surprised if he becomes a diva because those belts seem to be. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Valdecris, what's going on? Here's the thing about it. They know they just waiting Devin out. They don't want him to accomplish what he needs to accomplish. Darius King, what's going on? See, he beats George Kambosos. He comes undisputed. He's going to leave the division. They trying to prevent him from stopping history. Imagine this. I want y'all to understand this. Imagine Caleb Plant doing this to Canelo Alvarez. Imagine Caleb Plant saying, I ain't fighting Canelo Alvarez. I ain't going to fight Canelo Alvarez. I'm going to fight David Benavidez. Or Anthony Durrell. Robert Singleton, brother in the super chat. Salute. Got no notification, shaking my head. Yeah, that's how they do your boy Blue. It's all good. I serve 88. What's going on? Imagine that. Imagine what everybody would be saying right now. You think everybody would just be talking about, yeah, well, it's a good fight. If Caleb Plant said, I ain't fighting Canelo for undisputed, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fight David Benavidez in a 2-fight deal. Imagine that. Undisputed Boxing News, brother in super chat. Loma got his opportunity and failed. Devin should get his opportunity too. That's too rational for some of y'all though. Yeah, facts. Facts. Loma lost 2 title opportunities, but that's okay. On the mic, my brother Terrence Bailey Sr. in the super chat. Go subscribe to my brother on the mic, Terrence Bailey Sr. 6. He said, a boycott in full effect. I don't support BS. Yeah, it's amazing, man. Sean Morrison, what's going on? Caesar Leo, what's going on? Absolutely, Caesar Leo. Absolutely. Arthur Hawkins, what's going on? Classy Mag, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said they need that great. Yep, they know Kambosos is going to lose, so they are putting the ESPN hype. Yep, back in the equation. Oh, for sure. Brian G, what's going on? But we're going to pretend we don't see it, though. We all going to pretend we don't see it, though. Salute my brother Classy Mag, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Jarrell Campbell, brother in super chat. I think Loma would be down to give Haney an opportunity once he gets the belts. He mentioned wanting all the belts in the past. I hope so, at least. Man, he ain't giving Haney no fight. Mr. Kaboom, what's going on? Facts is, why do Haney have to wait around for everybody to give him an opportunity when he's the undefeated champion? Why do he have to do that? Marisa Aiken, what's going on? Mel Phillips, Sick the Grit, what's going on? Why do Haney have to wait for them to give him an opportunity? Lomachenko had plenty of opportunities. He came up short. Why he keep getting opportunity after opportunity after opportunity and benefit of the doubt after benefit of the doubt after benefit of the doubt? Why? His 2 losses, he lost to a journeyman in Orlando Salido. People like to act like Salido was a great champion. He got the opportunity. Styles make fights against Juan Lopez. All Salido big fights he lost, except the Juan Lopez fight and the Lomachenko fight. But y'all like to act like and big up Orlando Salido to justify Lomachenko. That's why. Devon Webster, brother super chat. I'm hot about this one too, Blue. This is disgraceful. Facts. Amazing, man. Why do we still, now we have 730 and we still don't have 500 likes. We had 500 people and we still didn't have 500 likes. Now we have 700 people and we still don't have 500 likes. 730 people and we got 400 likes. Get the likes up to 500. We should be at 700 likes right now. Dub _ right side, brother in super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in super chat. He said, go off for all of us, Blue. I feel the same way. This is why boxing is headed in the wrong direction. I don't blame Kambosos. DeBella had this planned out. This has been planned out. Yep, boxing politics is destroying the sport. Exactly. This was the plan from the very beginning, but we're going to act like we ain't see it, though. The fact that Lou DeBella went on the Boxing Voice just days after Kambosos' fight and completely dismissed Devin Haney before Devin Haney even fought Joseph Diaz. Salute my brother Dub _ right side, dropping that dub on your boy Blue. African Sci-Fi Scholar, brother super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue. He said, salute Blue, Loma gonna give you a shot before Devin. Plus he already ducked him, i.e. franchise belt. Facts. This is a fact. Mr. Carter, what's going on? 4M TV, what's going on? Trey Dub 234, my brother. Bo Tank, what's going on? Burundi B, what's going on? Neckbone, brother in super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in super chat. Just got off. Time to watch the best boxing show, period. Salute to you, great brother. I appreciate you. Paul Porter, brother in the super chat. He said, feel like Loma was always there playing. They were never even feeling other guys. This is a fact. Slim Jim 314, what's going on? Jay Lynn, peace and blessings, Queen. B Class Music TV, what's going on? James Thomas, Jay Bender, what's going on? Donald Favors, what's going on? RJ Marr, what's going on? And all Dev could do, I hit Dev up, and the only thing he could do was just say, shake my head. It's come on, man. Come on, man. Donald Favors, what's going on? This dude 23 and doing everything right. 23. And y'all gonna act like y'all don't see what's happening here? Successful hustler, brother in super chat. If Haney wasn't, people would speak up. Yeah, oh, for sure. For sure, successful hustler. For sure. Frankie C31, what's going on? Tristan Monty, what's going on? Joan Sosa, what's going on? Stedman Padgett, what's going on? This dude did everything he did, everything he could do to make this fight happen, and they did everything in their power to not make it happen. Hope now, what's going on? Giovanni Walker, what's going on? I hit Dev up, and the only thing he did was just shaking my head, Blue. That's heartbreaking for me. He's 23 years old in the sport. He's trying to do everything right, build his legacy. He don't get in trouble. You don't see him in the headlines. You don't see him nothing. Nothing. Committed to the sport. He's not out of shape in between. You don't see him or nothing. And yet you can't get people like in position like Lou DeBella's a promoter that sees this young kid trying to carve out his niche within the sport and his legacy in the sport. And you got the audacity to tell him he's an email champion when all he did was do the right thing. But because the WBC and the president, Mauricio Suleiman, decided to make up this franchise rule and add this and incorporate this to the sport that we love for no reason other than to allow Canelo Alvarez not to fight his mandatory in Jamal Charlo and the trickle-down effect and Lou DeBella because the shoe is not on the other foot. So when it becomes his fighter, he going to have an issue with it. Devon Webster, brother in super chat. Blue, do you think after Shakur beats Valdez, he'll move up and force WBO with Kambosos and Lomachenko winner? I know Bob probably won't let that happen. Shakur wants to unify the belts and become undisputed at 130. Kenichi Bear, what's going on? So disappointing, man. Jonathan 97, what's going on? Mark your damn 123, brother in super chat. Dev was right. He'll never get by. Yep, he can't even get to fight him. This is a fact. So it's an unfortunate fact.
No.
Sandy E. Rose, brother in the super chat, he said, "This is Loma's 8th opportunity at a title. Devin has been in mandatory for 3 years and has 0. This is a collusion. This is a fact. But we're gonna act like we don't see it though.
Right.
We're gonna act like we don't see it though." Slim Jim 314, brother in the super chat. He said, "It's man, shaking my head. Devin probably mad right now. Man, I hit Dev up. All he did was just shaking my head. He was like, shaking my head, Lou." Amazing, man. Ty B, what's going on? This is amazing, man. Amazing. And George Kambosos Jr. should be ashamed of himself. You stated, oh no, I'll fight the best. No, I'm not gonna be like Teofimo Lopez. No, I'm gonna fight Devin Haney. That's why I did that. Remember at the press conference I told y'all, and I did that at the press conference, and I said, Dev, as soon as Dev walked up, I said, Dev, he talking about you gotta be excited. And that's why I asked George Kambosos Jr. right there, because ain't nobody gonna ask him but me. Ain't nobody gonna ask them no questions, people, but me. And that's why I asked your promoter, Lou DiBella, just was on the platform and just said that they have no interest in fighting Devin Haney. And he sat there right there on the interview, go look it up, and said, I'm the boss, not him. What I say goes. That's what he said. And he said it's not about money. It's about legacy and entertaining the fans. Giovanni Walker, brother in the super chat. He said, I'm so upset, Blue, because we can't do nothing. Yeah, we could do something. It just won't work. Got to move in unison. Juan Colorado, what's going on? Ashir Shamin, what's going on? Jeffrey Pierre Lewis, brother in super chat. Devin Haney is getting the wild treatment because they see his people behind him and they don't want him to be a part of his history. Not just that. He's getting a Floyd Mayweather treatment. He's getting a Floyd Mayweather treatment. That's what he's getting.
Hold on, I can't hear you.
He's getting a Floyd Mayweather treatment. Because they don't want a repeat of Floyd Mayweather. He's getting a Floyd Mayweather treatment. This is, oh no, we ain't going to have another Floyd Mayweather controlling the sport of boxing. Music shown by Music TV. What's going on? That's what this is, people. Hey, man, we got 800 people and we still don't have 800 likes. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. We have 830 people. We should have 830 likes. Jerome Barber, brother in the super chat. If Devin would have won the fight between him and Cam and became undisputed, would that have made him an instant Hall of Famer being the 7th champ? No, it wouldn't have made him an instant Hall of Famer, but it would have set the path for his legacy. It's amazing. You get people out here talking about Devin ain't never fight nobody. I wonder why. You ever ask yourself why? Big How, what's going on? Marky there, 123, brother in super chat. I'm shaking right now, bro. WBC protect dudes like Valdez, Benavidez, and Canelo who powerful, and miss weight, but treat Dev like he's the. I won't put David Benavidez on that list because. They ain't helping David Benavidez out at all whatsoever. At all whatsoever. They ain't helped David Benavidez out at all whatsoever. They made it convenient for everybody to maneuver right around David Benavidez. They ain't help him out at all. Dub_right side, brother in super chat. Y'all remember both saying it was that they weren't fighting Haney? Yep. He said it's not to me. So what does that make him in his own words? Yeah. He said it on social media. Sean John, brother in super chat. He said Fred from Barbershop Conversation told Bill Haney that this would happen weeks ago on this show. Yeah, he did. Because Fred knows this, he knows the business. Just like we all know the business. But the difference is Bill is holding out hope, and I'm holding out hope. We can see the writing on the wall. You just want to have hope that it don't happen. El Rivy, brother in Super Chat. Haney getting majority of the purse. Loma taking less to give Kambosos more. Haney was supposed to take less to make the fight, and he didn't do that. Why was Haney supposed to take less, El Rivy? Why would Haney take less? Answer this question, El Rivy. Now you make this make sense. Creme, what's going on? Devin Haney get paid in his last fight. His last fight alone, he got paid more than George Kambosos, Teofimo Lopez, and Ryan Garcia put together. Why was he supposed to take less? Now ask yourself that question. He got paid more than them put together in his last fight. So what? That's 2 fights combined. He got paid more than 2 fights combined, and you telling me he's supposed to take less? Why would he take less? Would you tell Canelo to take less? Because the other dude is the champion? Did Canelo take less than Caleb Smith when Caleb Smith is the champion and Canelo didn't have no belt? Did Canelo take less? Would Floyd Mayweather ever take less? What precedents are we setting telling these dudes that they got to take less when their status is bigger than the guy with the belt? And we know the belts are the politics of the sport of boxing. Classic man, brother in the super chat. Get your money and get out. Wilder got the new blueprint. Until we set up our own leagues, you can expect this. Look at history. Agreed. Fly high 8-9. What's going on? Why would he take less? Slick T, what's going on? Take less for what? Magnum Inc., what's going on? Stedman Paget, my brother in super chat. I'm streaming all fights that we didn't ask for. And I ain't mad at you. Yvette Torres, peace of blessings to you, Queen. Renaissance Dad, what's going on? Next level. Ain't no such thing as a fight budget. Cheese All Out Fitness, what's going on? Ain't no such thing. My brother Lou Hinton, a pillar of Blue Blood Sports TV. Hey, Lou, you know I still got your stuff and never mailed it, brother? William O. School out there, what's going on? Hope now, what's going on? Lou, I still got your stuff, never mailed it, brother. I don't remember if you gave me the address, man. I'm sorry, man. I got so sidetracked. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk, what's going on? Jay, what's going on? Optimus Don, what's going on? Caesar Portez, what's going on? Edwin Guzman, what's going on? Take less. Why is we taking less? What are we talking about? Brand new, what's going on? This dude doing it the right way. We telling him to take less. Take less. Ain't that amazing? Jermaine 419, Jew Blue, brother in super chat. Have you noticed that it's only a certain people that they expect to take less and do the most interesting? Facts. Elbow, what's going on? St. Louis Mick, my brother, what's going on? Why would he take less? I just want to know, why would he take less? To do what? Would you ask Canelo to take less? S550J, what's going on? Canelo needed the last piece to the puzzle. Did Caleb Plant? He took 40 million and Caleb Plant took 10 million. Loose Bills, what's going on? Did he take less? Oh, I know. You're going to tell me, well, okay, yeah, he ain't the star. Okay, so answer me this question then. Successful Hustle brother in super chat. Why Tank use sport for money, not legacy politics? Why Tank use sport for money, not exactly, brother. Exactly. Successful Hustler. Exactly. Hey, from this day forward, Jimmo 115 was going on. I don't care who Tank Davis fought. I don't care if he fight another champion ever. Paul Porter, what's going on? When I was a kid, I loved that green belt. Suleiman is it's a fact. Coach Show Drive Race Ball, what's going on? Allen by 979, what's going on? Dilla Vader X, what's going on? He said Loma Kambosos is not official. Why is it even on the table? Ask yourself that question. Danny Bays, what's going on? Sad 214, what's going on? Euphorbio Day, what's going on? Jimmy Chin, what's going on? El Rivy, ask yourself this question. Why is it even on the table? Shouldn't it just be automatic that the 2 champions that are left standing, that are undefeated, fight for undisputed? I don't know. That just makes too much like sense, huh? Dre Banks, what's going on? Shouldn't the 2 undefeated champions, the last 2 undefeated guys in the division, and they're both champions, shouldn't they just automatically be fighting? Trevor Bush, what's going on? Val Chris, what's going on? Just act like T25. What's going on? T Skills. What's going on? Shouldn't have. Who's undefeated? Teofimo Lopez undefeated? No. Is Lomachenko undefeated? No. Who else at 135 is undefeated? Besides Tank. And he ain't in the conversation, right? At D, what's going on? Sosa World Peace, what's going on? Bigfoot Prince, what's going on? So, but this is funny though. Everybody will complain, hey man, I can't believe Tank is fighting Rolly Romero. And I don't care who Tank fight from this point on. NBA D Nice, what's going on? Armani Andrews, what's going on? I don't care who Tank fight. Deshaun Grady, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, salute, Blue, just tapping in. This is ridiculous. Beyond. Mike Norman, what's going on? It's beyond. It's beyond. It's beyond. The two champions should be fighting, but we got all of this politics playing games. Shogun 76, what's going on? And the thing about this all is this is even more amazing. That neither one of them have a commitment to any network. So there is no other side of the street talk. Just let that sink in. Oh, when it's Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, oh, well, it's this side of the street and this side of the street, and they don't do business, and this don't do business, and they don't do business. Well, now we ain't got no other side of the street talk. Because everybody can fight. Dev can fight what he want, and Kambosos can fight what he want. And yet, we can't get it done? Matt World Media, what's going on? You saying 007, what's going on? Mike J, what's going on? Dino, we got. What's going on? And yet we still can't get it done. And y'all don't see an issue with that. Jim 0115, what's going on? DC Jazz and Boston, brother in super chat, dropping that on your boy Blue in the super chat. We got 900 people and we don't even have 700 likes. D Money, what's going on? That's amazing to me, man. That's amazing. Jay Gibson, what's going on, brother in the super chat? Much love to you. We got 900 people and we still don't have 700 likes. Hope Nell, my brother, what's going on? My brother Hope Nell said I sent the super chat. Big Jag, what's going on? The Libra 926, Cash for Cat, what's going on? Hope Nell said he sent the super chat. I don't see it, great brother. Oh, no, I didn't get nothing, bro. Oh, no, I didn't get nothing, bro. I ain't get nothing, bro. Get them likes up, people. Get the likes to 1K. ASAP. Get the likes to 1K. No, Zoe knows boxing. What's going on? Peace be free, brother in super chat. With all the maneuvering boxing does in the sport, do we ever know who the best really is? No, we don't. No, we don't. We never know. El Rivy. Mayweather took whatever Oscar gave him to fight. Yeah, he did. You know why? You know why? Oscar was already a 5-division world champion, Olympic gold medalist, already a surefire Hall of Famer, and he was the cash cow in the sport of boxing. You tell me, El Rivy, is George Kambosos Jr. a 5-division world champion, Olympic gold medalist, and a surefire Hall of Famer right now, and the face of the sport of boxing? Is he the cash cow right now? That's equivalent to if Devin Haney is trying to fight a Manny Pacquiao or Canelo Alvarez right now. Then he ain't fighting none of them. So your point in saying that is null and void, because Oscar De La Hoya was already at that point in time in his career, he was a Hall of Famer for sure, a first ballot Hall of Famer, had beat some of the best fighters in the world, was a 5-division world champion, and was the cash cow in the sport of boxing. He was the face of the sport of boxing. So yeah, Floyd Mayweather took less to fight Oscar De La Hoya because Oscar De La Hoya was the man. George Kambosos Jr. is not the man. Devin Haney is a bigger star than George Kambosos Jr. Floyd Mayweather wasn't a bigger star than Oscar De La Hoya right now. Louis Eugene Jones, what's going on? B-Class Music TV, my brother, in the super chat. He said, what's the next best move for Dev? Does he get avoided this way at 140? Also, talk to me, Blue. This is sad, bro. Yeah. I mean, this is going to continue. Tony Diamond, what's going on? It's amazing, man. It's amazing, bro. All this dude want to do is fight for legacy and fight the best. Abdul Rahim Muhammad, what's going on? All he wants to do is fight the best and get the best and fight for legacy. All he's trying to do. You never heard about Devin Haney talking about money till this Kambosos situation. Ever. Ever. All these dudes is talking about money and none of them make the money he makes. Isn't that amazing? And he's the one not talking about the money. They are. Teofimo Lopez, I make more money than, and Devin Haney's like, what? No, you don't. And then Teofimo Lopez lets the world know his fight with Lomachenko, he got $650,000. But yeah, he was telling the world, I'm the biggest star than Devin Haney. What? You got $650,000. Devin Haney getting $3 million. And Devin never talked about money with Teofimo Lopez. He never talked about A side or B side. He don't care. It's a business for his father, trainer, and manager, Bill Haney. It's a business, obviously, for DHP Promotions. Of course, it's still a business. They want to get paid, but they already have that established. It's already established. And George Kambosos just got his biggest payday. If it was $3.2 million, so George Kambosos got about $1.2 million for his fight with Teofimo Lopez. So let's say Devin offered him $3 million. That's not enough. That's twice as much as he made. If Dev said, "Hey, we're gonna give you $3.2 million," that's twice as much as he made in his career. His highest payday. Loving Algator, what's going on? Right? C. Black, what's going on? Orlando Collins, brother in Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in Super Chat. These beta male scared boxers explain how monumental Undisputed is in the sport of boxing and how they talks legacy but runs. He wants Dev to buy the belts. He knows he is outclassed. Hashtag blacklist. Yeah. Chua Coronado, what's going on? Yeah. Yeah. That's the size of it. Orlando Collins, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Salute to the brother Orlando Collins. Yeah, that's the size of it, bro. That's the size of it. Hope now, brother in the Super Chat. He said, take less. We know this is not about money. This is a fact. Hey, Hope now is sent it twice. Hope now. See, it just went through and you sent it twice. You must have went to send it again and it sent it twice. Salute to brother Hope now in the Super Chat again. So the first time you sent it must not have went all the way through and you went to send it again and it sent it twice. Salute to my brother Hope now. Devon Webster, brother in Super Chat, said Dev got to drop the WBC, go to 140 and go IBF route. It doesn't even matter at this point because we see they're gonna. It's amazing, man. So this lets you know. You see, he got a 2-fight deal, right? Because he wants the rematch clause. That apparently they were saying, but see, they told you right after the number one objective was Tank or Lomachenko. But we just dismissed that. Vic G, what's going on? We just going to act like we didn't hear that. I'm about to eat some of my wife candy. Man. Y'all got me. This got me. Anwar Willis, what's going on? George Kambosos Jr., I know you watching. I know you watching. I know you watching. I know you watching. It's a horrible look for you, bro. It's a horrible look for you. Dub _ right side brother in super chat. He said, "Family, we have to flood Kambosos inbox on Twitter. Boycott Kambosos and Loma. Let's make our voices heard. Hit the pockets moving forward." Agreed. Go to George Kambosos. Go to his Twitter. Go to his Instagram. Go and not Lomachenko. He ain't got nothing to do with it. It ain't Lomachenko fault. It ain't Lomachenko fault. All he is a piece on the chessboard. Lomachenko can't make him do nothing. We got 950 people here and 700 likes. Yeah, Loma did that before, for sure. But Loma did it to try and secure a unification bout. He did it to try to fight. That was his mandatory. He wanted to fight for undisputed. And the unification bout. Yeah, he avoided Loma. I mean, Dev. But this, you avoiding undisputed to fight a non-champion for less money. At least when Loma did it, he was trying to fight another champion. This dude said, you know what George Kambosos said? I like the direction Lomachenko going in. What direction is he going? What? What direction is Lomachenko going? Somebody tell me that. He's going 34 years old with a total of 18 fights and 2 losses. What direction is he going? Opposed to Devin Haney, that's 23. That's a champion, undefeated, and going up. What are you talking about? You like the direction Lomachenko going? What direction is he going? El Rivy, brother in super chat. I don't agree with Loma fight. I'm just saying, give the man whatever he wants, even if you have to give up something and whip him. He is giving him something. He's giving him his biggest payday of his career, and he's going to Australia. What? And he's giving him a belt. What else do you want? I'm giving you an opportunity to add another belt, your biggest payday, and I'm coming to your backyard. What else do we want? Dub _ right side. And a super chat. Boom. I'm hearing Matchroom sent another offer for not money to Kambosos. I'm hearing Matchroom sent another offer for not money or for more money to Kambosos. Yeah, Eddie Hearn sent them another offer. But Lou DiBella don't want it. Orlando Collins, brother in super chat. WBC calling no-name fighters undisputed. Tampering. It's horrible, man. Yeah, dub underscore right side. My brother, the back is super chat. More money didn't mean not. Yeah, I know what you meant. Yeah, they send them for more money. They don't want the fight though. They don't want the fight. If they wanted to fight, they would took the fight. They didn't want the fight. They don't want the fight. They don't want the fight. They want Devin Haney to take $10. And he's bringing a belt to the table. Boy, oh boy. Orlando Collins. So baby.
Daddy, like, I saw this on YouTube. Can you turn this into a 6?
And turn it into a 6?
Yeah.
You're already a 6.
No.
Yeah.
No. You have to turn it into a 6.
I can't.
Tell me when you get her.
Hold on, people. My son gave me a trivia. Is it a drawer? Yeah, it's already number 6, right?
No, it's not there already.
No?
No.
Mm-hmm.
No! I just wanted to figure it out. She went like this.
I'm smarter than the average bear, kid. I'm smarter than the average bear.
Those are the cookies she made?
Mm-hmm. Orlando Collins, brother, back in the super chart. Dev is offering undisputed and biggest payday. That's it. And Orlando Collins, he's going to his backyard. Jay Ketchup, what's going on? Potter Pierre, brother in super chat. I don't see why people say Devin is pillow fisted but won't fight him. George did all that just to not fight Devin. Loma might smoke George. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, Pride Pierre, it's like this, right? You did all that talking about pride and I'm gonna fight him. Oh, I'm gonna fight him. Oh yeah, I'm gonna fight him. Oh, I'm gonna fight him. Oh, for sure, I'm gonna fight him. As soon as he sat there on that podium, started talking about, it's about fighting the most entertaining fights. I told you right there. Here we go. Here we go. Dub underscore right side, brother, super chart. What a disgrace. Boxing politicians at their worst. Mm-hmm. At their best. At their best. Dub underscore right side. Ben Davis, brother in super chat. Seemed like they didn't want Dev to vacate, move up, and they can hand the belts to one of those guys, call him undisputed. Mm-hmm. 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 Dub underscore right side, brother said, for moving around, it'll be a 6. No. Had to add the S. See? Yeah, Dub underscore right side. This candy, because they got me. Yeah, she's gonna be tight when she get up. She's gonna be tight. Get the likes of 1K. But she gonna be tight when she get up and see this candy open. But this right here, you got me on fleek. It got me on fleek, man. And got tall liver cheese. This is. Hey, if he wasn't a champion or Espinosa, what's going on? Yeah, I just legit just order high too. Yeah, look at her bag. She eat like 2 a day, 3 a day. I just bust down like 8. Big Cock, what's going on? Tony Stop Motion, what's going on? J2, what's going on? Yeah, J2. It's hard to eat one. I don't know how she do it. I don't know how. Probably if you had brother super chat, Loma could get the Pac-Man versus Horn treatment too. Mm-hmm. Chin checkers in the building. Mm-hmm. It's true. Oh, I'm gonna fight him. I'm not gonna be like Teofimo Lopez. You don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna fight him. Don't worry about Teofimo Lopez. He's never gonna fight you. Me, I'm gonna fight you. Oh, you don't have to worry about it. Teofimo Lopez, he's not a real fighter. I am. Once I beat him and get the belts, I'm gonna fight you. When it was face to face, Ashley P, Dion L. Smith, what's going on? Put this in the garbage, baby. Open your plate. Let me put it on there. When they were face to face, right? Tab Tech, Unlock Slim, yes sir. $12. What's going on? When they were face to face, right? Give me another bottle of water, baby. Need a new one. When they was face to face, oh, I got nothing but respect for you. Oscar, what's going on? Nothing but respect for you. I respect your skills. I respect your talent. Or I respect that you're trying to fight the best. As soon as you're not in his face, Chad Quinn Jr., what's going on? Now you're on social media. Oh, this kid need to sell his jewelry. This kid. I don't know if he thought that's trying to sell a fight or bring up his name. You was better off just doing it the honest way. It's just, yeah, we trying to make this fight. Regal Ben Yadawa, what's going on, brother in Super Chat? Salute family. I'm late to the party, so we keeping our black dollars away from the fight, right? Hashtag black dollars matter. Hashtag black community. Agreed. Carl James, what's going on? Amazing. Jeff Story, brother in Super Chat. You got me hooked on those joints, Blue. Yeah, these are, man. And just inventor down the rabbit hole. What's going on? I gotta stay away from those candies, man. Why don't we should have 1,100 likes. Those candies, man, they shouldn't even be. Isaiah Young, what's going on? Excuse me, people. Dogs, what's going on? So here's the thing, right? Is that George Kambosos did all that talking. He don't realize this. You seem to have a lot of fans right now. You seem to think that all these people are backing you. But what you did was, Devontae Richardson, what's going on? Mo 2013, what's going on? What you did was, right? Yeah, you got it. Mo 2013, man. You got to go to Walmart, man. You got to get them online, though. LeVar Cooper, what's going on? So here's the thing, right? What you did was you ruined the fan base, the base fan base you would have had you fought Devin Haney and lost. That people still would have been a fan of you and supported you. But all of this, even if he fights Devin Haney, let's say he changes his mind and fights Devin Haney tomorrow, this is something that's embedded into everybody's mind. So now when you lose to Devin Haney, guess what happened? The fan base is going to say, that's what you get. Opposed to you being honorable to your word and saying, hey, I said I was going to fight you. I'm going to fight you next. And telling your promoter and everybody else, listen, I want to fight him. I said I was going to do it. I mean, I need to stand on my square. And I need to fight Devin Haney. And let's make it happen. Instead of you doing, if you would have did that up until this point and an agreement was made and you fight, let's say you lose, the people still going to be a fan of you. They're going to be a fan of you because your word meant more than anything. But the fact that you're going on record and contradicting yourself over and over and over again, right? You have shaken the fan base that you would have had. The fan base that you think you have is not a fan base. You didn't develop a fan base. What you did was you have people that wanted to see Teofimo Lopez lose, and you fulfilled that. And then you have the detractors of Devin Haney, and you're playing that role. And so what you think is a fan base is not actually a fan base. And so the first moment you have defeat, that fan base that you think you have and support you are no longer going to be there. And guess what? Guess what? Your value is going to take a drop. And then guess what? Those big fights and those big checks going to start to waver. Ben Davis, brother in Super Chat, it's funny how some of these guys win a belt and turn into a diva. Yep. West Philly tour, brother in Super Chat. If I'm Dev, I'll move up, but I'm holding on to the strap till somebody grows some. Yep. What is Boston coming to? It's just Gio James Khalil 98. What's going on? It's amazing, West Philly tour. It's amazing. Orlando Collins, brother in Super Chat. Rooney Rule in Boston. They bluffing the black fighters. Hey, but that don't even work in the NFL. It's for sure ain't gonna work in boxing. Taz Flex, brother in Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in Super Chat. Finally in attendance of one of these live chats instead of catching it after on YouTube. Big fan, Blue. Been watching for a while. Appreciate the content, good brother. Appreciate you, great brother. Dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. But we don't have fans, great brother. We are all family. We substitute the F. These two letters, man. It's two words, man. But it's fans and family. We don't have fans. We have family, great brother. We are all family. And I appreciate you, Taz Flex. Get 9-1, brother in Super Chat. Stop spectating and hitting the like button is free. Salute to my brother, man. Yep. Hey, Charles Edward Cheese, my son is eating cookies right now. My daughter makes homemade cookies, man. My oldest daughter, boy, she make homemade cookies, boy. She makes me cookies for my birthday from scratch. I love oatmeal cookies. And she makes them from scratch, from absolute scratch. Oatmeal cookies she makes for me, man, every birthday. She just asked me right now, you want those cookies, right, for your birthday? Every birthday, my oldest daughter makes those cookies for me. Every single birthday. Truly Israel, brother in the Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. Says, salute, Blue. Your credit, I wish Devin Haney more success. And for George Kambosos just shows he has no honor. Fake spawn. Hey, great brother. Yep. Yep. Truly Israel. It's amazing, bro. Amazing. Amazing. It's amazing, man. It's so disappointing. It's so disappointing. Trayvon Allen, what's going on? Because see, these will be the same people that tell you, well, Crane Enterprise, what's going on? These will be the same people that tell you, and smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.2K. Smash it. Taz Flex, brother, super chat. If Loma wins the belts back, does he duck Devin again? For sure. Sully, what's going on? Travis Touchdown, what's going on? Ivan Pugo, what's going on? Rick 8843, what's going on? But see, 1234, what's going on? But see, here's the problem, right, Taz Flex? Here's where the problem lies. Is that what you, Saquon Jones, what's going on? When Devin Haney is trying to, he's 23, he's outgrowing the division. He's trying to accomplish what he needs to accomplish right now. Makai Laughlin, what's going on? He has traveled, Kane the bad guy, what's going on? Macados, Macados, what's going on? L. Adam, what's going on? LeVar Cooper, what's going on? He has followed everything to the T. He's done everything correctly. He's not trying to take shortcuts. He's fighting every contender or former world champion that's available. You have Joseph Diaz that was trying not to fight him. Ryan Garcia's is mandatory. He ain't trying to fight him. What's his name? Javier Fortuna wasn't trying to fight him. Rojai, what's going on? My brother, Bitch, be Megastar in the building. If you have sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, little cousins, friends with little kids, have them subscribe to KK Pensive TV. My brother, Bitch, be Megastar Little Princess channel. Bitch, drop the link. Knockout Boxing 86 TV. My brother, go subscribe to my brother, Knockout Boxing 86 TV, man. So the thing is, why does Devin, this should be automatic. It should be Devin Haney versus George Kambosos Jr. should be automatic. Right? Skills from New Orleans, brother in the super chat. Much love to you. He said, me equals we. Facts. This is why Devontae Richardson, because miraculously the WBO had to fight for Richard Coleman and Lomachenko as a title eliminator. So he's not the mandatory yet. The WBO hasn't ordered it. They haven't ordered it. Rashad Akdar, what's going on? Juan Benacourt, what's going on? Dub _ right side, brother in super chat. They just made me a troll. Everyone is fair game. Hey, man, I hear you, bro. Boxing Hacker, brother in super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in super chat. It's a heartbreaking to see Devin not get a chance. Lomachenko has been privileged his whole career, been getting title shots since his second fight. It really feels like this. Hey, Boxing Hacker, he got a title fight, his first fight. Lomachenko's first fight, bro, was for a title, some sort of title, interim or whatever it was. His very first fight as a professional. It's amazing. So now Devin Haney has resorted to saying he'll take less money right now. Devin Haney just said he'll take whatever deal Lomachenko took. Pugilist in politics with bro David 3X, brother in super chat. This is like Rams decided to play the 49ers who lost to Green Bay, who they beat, instead of playing the Super Bowl and saying it's because the Niners are a state rivalry. Facts. And now Devin Haney just took to social media right now, and he said that whatever Lomachenko took, Cameron Robinson, what's going on? I'll take that. Give it to me. Because Mike Coppinger is saying the smart play for Devin Haney, take the short money now if you have to, then get paid after you're the guy. So now Devin Haney just put this on Shining Light. What's going on? Salute to my brother, the Drew Titan, for keeping me updated. So Devin Haney just put that out there. Michael McGee, my brother, what's going on? Yeah, Lomachenko agreed to everything. He signed already. He signed. Dow Johnson, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in super chat. So Loma ducked Dev and fought Tio. Then Tio ducked Dev and fought George Kambosos Jr. Now George Kambosos Jr. ducking Dev and now fighting Loma. Full circle duck. I feel bad for Dev, but Dev will prevail. Watch and see. So now Dow Johnson, brother, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Devin Haney is saying he'll take what Lomachenko's taking to make the fight happen. It's halfway done, Michael McGee. They just waiting for George Kambosos to sign off on his part now. They signed off. George Kambosos is waiting on his. So now Devin is saying he'll take what George Kambosos is giving him. Kenny, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in super chat. The thing about it is, if he lost to Dev, he could have still had a Loma fight, same way Comey and Nakatani did. If he loses to Loma, I hope Dev never gives him a payday. I agree. Woo. Excuse me, people. Markeith Langston, what's going on? City 313, what's going on? El Rivy, brother in the super chat. You see, same thing I've been saying. Bro, it doesn't matter what you're saying. Why does it make it right? Salute to Kenny dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. So it don't matter, El Rivy, whether you're saying see nothing. It's wrong. And he shouldn't have to go that route. And because we're telling him, hey, just go this route, we're okaying it. We're okaying it. We're tunnel vision. What's going on? We're the fans. You're the customer. You're the consumer. You're the one giving them the necessary to be able to do these things. No, you need to stand up and say, this ain't okay, bro. And get into his inbox, get on his social media, and flood in and say, bro, this ain't okay. Because you said this, and we expect it out of you. Because the money that Devin Haney is taking less of is your money. Tunnel vision. Mike Coppinger is not wrong. Lomachenko signed his part. They're just waiting for George Kambosos. Loma's the front runner. He signed his part. They're just waiting for Kambosos to sign his part. Period. He shouldn't even be on the table because George Kambosos Jr. He told us. George Kambosos Jr. told us that the fight that needs to be made is him and Devin Haney, but he changed his status to undisputed. NHB TV, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a hundo on your boy Blue. Salute to my brother NHB TV, brother, dropping that half a hundo on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said they playing Doug Goose with the belts. This is a fact. They're playing keep away with the brother. So instead of saying, hey, man, he should just take less. No, you should be going as a group of fans. 10,000 people going to be here. Rick 8843, Blue is not Kambosos, it's Bob. No, it's Kambosos. He's the fighter. He's not Bob Arum's fighter. Von Dahl, what's going on? He's not Bob Arum's fighter. And he's told me he's his own boss. So no, it ain't Bob Arum. It's George Kambosos Jr. Von Dahl, what's going on? Renee Bashian, my brother. Go subscribe to my brother Renee Bashian. No, don't tell me it's Bob Arum. It ain't Bob Arum. Bob Arum just trying to get his fighter opportunity. It ain't got nothing to do with Bob Arum. It has everything to do with George Kambosos telling him, I'm not fighting him. Unless we absolutely come down to the absolute last second on the clock and I can't get a deal done, then I'm going the route of Lomachenko. But I want to negotiate and get a deal done with Devin Haney. Plain and simple. Like he told me, Lou DiBella is not the boss. I am. That's what he told me. Judah Israel, my brother, Shalom. Life with Twin B, what's going on? Almighty One, what's going on? Undisputed Boston News, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. I feel for Dev. He doing everything right, and they playing hot potato with the belts, and black fighters are not allowed. Agreed. Meet the Kendalls, what's going on? So here's the thing. Philip D. Redden Jr., what's going on? So here's the thing, right? Let me explain this to y'all. So now we telling Devin Haney, right, that all his hard work individually, see, because this is Showboat Sports, what's going on? We can't have it both ways, right? Because when it's Terrence Crawford, we say, Terrence Crawford, man, you need to get away from Bob Arum, man. You can't make the big fights because Bob Arum not letting you make the big fights. You got to get away. You got to do it the Floyd Mayweather way. Well, Devin Haney's doing it the Floyd Mayweather way. He's doing it individually. Sean Scott, what's going on? He said, I'm too invested in this BS. This is my job. Of course I'm invested. How does that make sense? Sean Scott, please explain to me, what are you talking about? Steve Travago, what's going on? Of course I'm invested. First of all, it's my passion. You ever have anything passion? Maybe you're not passionate about the sport of boxing. Maybe it's not your job. So maybe you're not invested. But how am I too invested? Maybe you shot Sean Scott. You a consumer. Do you pay for fights, pay-per-views? Do you go to fights, Sean Scott? Steve Travago, David Hernandez, what's going on? Sean Scott, do you go to fights? Do you pay for pay-per-views? Honestly. Ed Evans, what's going on? Go ahead. Shah Gritty, El Shafab, brother, what's going on? Bruce Leroy, what's going on? Vulcan Raven, what's going on? Calder Warren James, Lionel Hammers, what's going on? Ricky Bobby, what's going on? Sully, what's going on? Devin Haney's the star. Yeah, Devin Haney's the star. For sure. J. Ryan Walker, what's the name of that candy? High Chews. Don't get it, man. I shouldn't have been eating this. Melante Davis, what's going on? High Chews, brother. Ashante L. They're very good, man. Michael Lee, what's going on? They hard to put down, man. And they're not even mine. They're my wife. And I don't even know how to close this back up, so she didn't know I went in there. Oh, well. Pat Greedy, what's going on? Daniel Darrow, 76, brother in Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. As a fan, I'm starting to get fatigued because it's not rocket science who should be fighting who. Agreed. Joe the Boat, what's Beast, what's going on? Jeffrey Timmons, DJ Javi P, what's going on? Shotty Boy, what's baby, what's going on? Big Money, what's going on? 4am TV, what's going on? Paul Bennett, what's going on? No, I got to stay away from those things, man. Those are my wife, man. And I just seen them out the corner of my eye for no reason. Eyes bigger than my stomach. I didn't need them. J Fresh 214 YT, what's going on? Yeah, Michael Lee, Big Money, what's going on? Yeah, Dub _ right side, you know. And I just seen them that she bought them. My sons just came back from Target, so she a car side pickup. And Kenneth Busta Move, my brother, what's goody with your great brother? Kenneth, drop that information in the chat, great brother, for your establishment so people could support you. Go support my brother Kenneth Busta Move, you down in that DMV area. Put that information in the chat, great brother. I will be making my way down there, man. Drumming for Life, what's going on? Vinny Nelson, what's going on? I'm going to be making my way down there for sure. So, yeah, I saw those candies, man. She got this big bag, man. When we was just on vacation this past weekend, she had a little bag and a couple of them. In the middle of the night, we watching the movie, and I'm like, what you got going on over there? It's dark in here. And she under my arm. I'm like, what you got going on over there? What you eating? Oh, she showed me the High Chews. I said, let me get one of those. And I had some Cavassier too. Let me get one of those. Boy, she gave me one, boy. Next thing I know, I had the pack over on my side of the bed. Kid you not. Almighty One, brother, super chat. Salute from the UK, Blue. Systematic. Yep. Agreed, great brother. Agreed. Quays and Reynolds, brother, said, I love the channel, bro. I appreciate you, great brother. Appreciate you. Dub_right side, brother, super chat. Y'all join me going hard on Twitter. We got to try. Facts. Go support my brother A1 Hoop Zone, my brother Manuel H Basketball Channel. Click on that link. And my brother Kenneth Busted Move in the building. Go subscribe to his channel. His establishment right there. Great people. 725 Caddy Drive, Fort Washington, Maryland, 2744. I'm the place to be in the DMV. Salute to my brother, man. Salute to my brother. Travis Touchdown said, don't blame him. Yeah, man. She had him. And I'm like, what you got? We was watching this movie, man, and what you got going on over there? What? What you got going on over there? And she showed me, and I'm like, it was dark in there. Dimitri Armstrong, brother in Super Chat, said, hi, Blue, can you drop George's social, his social in the chat so we fans now, not later, can go and send him a message because he, to us, yep, fake Spartan. Agreed. It's George Kambosos Jr. It's George Kambosos Jr. on everything. Yeah, George Kambosos Jr. on everything. Dimitri Armstrong. KJQ93, brother in Super Chat. It's frustrating how they are treating American fighters. Fighters profiting of American except Americans. You are correct. We pay for pay-per-view. Yep. Agreed, great brother. Agreed. Yeah, Kenneth Bustin' Move. See, he said, man, them high truth. Yeah, man, I can't do them. Man, I gotta stay away from them, bro. The bag is over here talking to me while I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking to y'all, and the bag is over here just doing like this. The bag is waving on its own. It's just doing, no. You stay away. You stay away. Alfred Gomez, brother in Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in Super Chat. I believe Cam goes with Loma first, thinking he's easier to beat, assuring his money, thus leaving the riskier fight at the end with Haney. Good for his pockets, but bad for the sport. Sad reality. Agreed. But I don't know why he thinks Lomachenko is an easy way out, because he simply is not. Exactly, Kenneth. Man, listen, that bag got to stay away from it. As a matter of fact, let me put this bag over here, man, because you know what? I ain't even going to do it, man. Ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen. We ain't going that route. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm good. I'm good on you. No, sir. You give me a nice bottle of water. Nope. Ain't going to happen. Not going to happen. You go over there. No, not tonight. Not tonight. I'm in an emotional state right now. Salute Alfred Gomez dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. No, sir. Aztec Ray. He said, why is everybody acting? Nobody's saying Loma is not good. RJ, brother in Super Chat. Blue, what's Haney's next move? Don't know. Yeah, no, I got to put that bag. That bag got to go. Give me a nice fresh bottle of water. No, sir. We ain't going to keep doing that. You go over there. Kareem Ebanks, my brother. Mike 47. What's going on? You go over there. DeAndre Johnson. Yes, sir. I don't eat chocolate, but man, nah, no way. That won't get me. Yeah, the phone lines will be open in about 20 minutes. Nope. What's Haney's next move? Probably go up to 140, but he said he'll go up to 140 and keep his belt. And just in case they decide that they're going to fight him. He's looking for an accomplishment. He's not just trying to be a champion at 135. He's trying to be an undisputed champion at 135 and then move up to 140. He's trying to set his legacy, okay? That's what he's trying to do. And we can see the play to not allow him to set his legacy, period. Macau Morgan, what's going on? Teron L. Smith, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? Giovanni Walker, what's going on? Caesar Leo, Blue, stay away from those high chews like Kambosos, stay away from. Yeah, man, those high chews got to go, bro. Rick Grimes, my brother, what's good with you? Gay Marino, Taylor Bell, what's going on? Yeah, 2-fight deal where the winner, he gets a rematch clause should he win. And from a rematch clause where he'll have the rematch in Australia. So both fights will be in Australia, according to those reports. So they're trying to get it where both fights will be in Australia. Hey. Hey. Big George 850, what's going on? Hey, relax. Judas 773, my brother in Super Chat, can't Haney if he don't get his opportunity. Nope. Don't work that way, great brother. Yep. Yep. Ashante L, what's going on? Dominique Johnson, he said, Mr. Infinity 123, what's going on? Yeah, man, this is this is unfortunate, man. Dub _ right side, brother in the Super Chat said, do y'all see this? A 23-year-old boss trying to do the right thing, but getting frozen out. Regardless, support this young brother and make your voice heard. Exactly, man. He said, my dog start barking at your dog. Yeah. The journey of controlling the thoughts. What's going on? EA Lop, Desmond Stone. What's going on? El Noga. What's going on? Serge Roy. What's going on? Yeah, this is unfortunate, man. Because it just hurts the sport. Get the likes to 1.3K. It hurts the sport of boxing. It slights us, the fans, because we want to see Chris Brooks. What's going on? If Devin Haney didn't have a belt, Lomachenko didn't have a belt, Shy. Antonio Morata, what's going on? Chai. Joe Torres, what's going on? Cruz Constantine, what's going on? Yeah, so it's a situation where if Devin Haney didn't have a belt and Lomachenko didn't have a belt, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But this situation, you have a champion and another champion. Devin Haney earns more money than Lomachenko. You understand what I'm telling y'all? Okay? He's a bigger draw, or just as big as Lomachenko. $828 Maury, what's going on? Y'all have to understand that. RBG boxing brother in the super chat. He said my son boxes and he's pretty good. He wants to be pro one day. Now I'm a little concerned because of the NBF stuff. Shaking my head. Yeah, man. You know what? You have to be like Bill Haney does. You know what I'm saying? You have to be like Bill Haney. You have to direct his career. Todd Friend 600, what's going on? Mike Nolan, what's going on? So you just got to do like Bill Haney does. It's just unfortunate that these things happen. Paul Porter, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said if Loma wins, they will stay clear of Haney for sure. Watch them pit him against someone like Oscar Valdez. As a fan, I want a true undisputed Haney was the fight. You are right for sure. Facts. It's just Charles Everett Cheese said, yo, agree features. Yeah, 50 points. I saw that, man. You know, see, the thing is, right? The thing about this is this, right? Is that it just should be simple. Some fights should just be simple mathematics. It should just be automatic. It should just be, hey, this fight needed to fight this fighter. Period. There should be no there should be no, hey, well, this is the politics in this fight, in this fight. None of these fighters should be involved. It shouldn't be a thought in George Kambosos' mind. George Kambosos Jr. should be saying, let me solidify my career. Let me solidify my legacy. I'm going to get this big payday. So, see, here's the thing. How come nobody is saying that George Kambosos Jr. should be taking less? Because he's fighting a bigger name fighter. Just like when he fought Teofimo Lopez. He wasn't the bigger draw. That's why he got a lesser split. Well, now because you beat Teofimo Lopez, you hold titles. That makes you the bigger draw? No, you're not the bigger draw. If he fought Tank Davis right now, is George Kambosos going to be the bigger draw? Is anybody going to tell him to take less if he fought Tank Davis right now? If George Kambosos Jr. fought Tank Davis right now, Tank don't have a belt. And people say Tank ain't never had an official belt at 130 and 140. Right? So would anybody tell Tank, DJ Eddie King, what's going on? If he was negotiating that Tank needs to take less? Anybody? Would anybody have said, hey, man, Tank got to take less? Dub _ right side, brother super chat, and we wonder why fans are leaving the sport. Yeah. Yo, Vu, what's going on? Sylvester Solid, 2011. Ulysses Ramirez, what's going on? 187, what's going on, great brother? Right? So if you, NJ Fury, what's going on? So if you look at it from this standpoint, right? You got to say to yourself, if that was Tank, would anybody be saying, well, he needs to take less because Tank is the star? Well, Devin is the star. Devin is the star. Nobody knew Charm Compassion was going on. Nobody knew who George Kambosos Jr. was before this fight with Teofimo Lopez. You didn't know who he was. He wasn't a major draw. Actually, everybody said, man, Ben Frank Jr. 100, what's going on? TH Kid from Philly 215, what's going on? Actually, Abdul Rahim, what's going on? Actually, everybody was saying, hey, man, Teofimo Lopez is cherry picking to not fight Dev. Gabriel Perot, what's going on? Everybody was saying Teofimo Lopez, man, this dude is cherry picking not to fight Dev. You should be fighting Dev. Even Bob Arum said that. Bob Arum said, hey, we don't want to pick this up. It would be a bit different. If he was fighting Devin Haney, Tank, or Lomachenko in the rematch, everybody would want to pick it up. But since he ain't fighting them nobody wants to pick this up. Nobody's interested in this fight. Even Bob Arum said that. Who is Kambosos? Nobody knows him. He's not good. It's an easy fight. And the fans like, why are you fighting George Kambosos Jr. instead of fighting Devin Haney? Now George Kambosos Jr. upset the apple cart and suddenly he's the major draw. Big brother in light, what's going on? Paul Murphy, what's going on, great brother? Rural Original Art, what's going on? Emerson Mel, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, let's keep it real, Blue. Media don't want to see Cam Duck and Loma. Not today. Chenko. Yep, loser get knocked out or get outboxed by American fighter, let alone if he's this is a fact. Dropping my brother Emerson Mel, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Friday night, what's going on? King Ray, what's going on? Well, it's Friday night and I feel all right. Brother Eric Salazar, brother in Super Chat, said, Blue Blood, salute to you, great brother. Where you been at? Where you been at, brother? Smash the like buttons, get the likes to 1.3K. Ulysses Ramirez, brother in Super Chat, salute, Blue, big fan, keep speaking, also fan of Punch Drunk Boxing. Salute to you, great brother. Salute. And I don't have fans over here, great brother, we family, so salute to you, family. Dimitri Armstrong, brother in Super Chat. Yeah, George Kambosos Jr. I was able to send it on Instagram. Hey, everyone take action. I just messaged him. Let's fight for our brother Devin. Facts, I agree. Need to make that fight happen, man. Make it happen. BFR, what's going on? So the thing is, he initially stated, right, that this is what he initially stated, right? He said, oh, I know I have to beat Devin to be undisputed. Hamilton still won. Darnell Moore, what's going on? This is what he stated. I know I got to beat Devin Haney. Princeton Duval, what's going on? Yeah, get the likes to 1.3K. I'm going to open the phone lines in 10 minutes. If George Kambosos does beats Loma, does it make his career solidified? Lomachenko already has 2 losses. Solidify his career, how? He has 2 good wins in his career. Jose Castillo, what's going on? But does it solidify his career? No. Miss Sexy, Piece of Blessings, Queen, where you been at? Brady Hudson, what's going on? Don't solidify his career. It don't make him a Hall of Famer or nothing. It just means he got 2 good wins on his resume. That's all that means. But does it mean that it solidify his career and make him a Hall of Famer or something? No, it don't do none of that. It don't do none of that. But 2 good wins on his resume. I was in Houston yesterday. Okay, Miss Sexy. Yeah, so It's a good win, right? But you still got a lot more to do. A lot more to do. A lot more. Smash that like button. Get the likes to 1.3K. I'm going to open the phone lines. CPU RAM, what's going on? Me and Monica went to Steak 48. Oh, y'all did? I always hear about Steak 48. That's but I don't eat steak anyway, though. Mark S. Rob, what's going on? But I don't even know we got that. I don't know no steak here in New York because I don't eat steak. Well, I know steak houses down in the district downtown, but I don't eat steak, so I don't even know. It got to be a Steak 48 here in New York. Princess Duval, brother in Super Chat, he said all the supposedly top dogs dodging Haney promotions calling for the biggest fights he could possibly lose. He won them. Got to respect that. Facts. And where's Monica Sylvie at? Y'all moonlighting, going to steakhouses, but missing out here. But we don't see you here at Blue. Y'all moonlighting, going to steakhouses, but not here. Raul the chef, brother in the Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in Super Chat. It's like we can't move more than a one undisputed champion between 130 and 154. They're hurting the game. Shakur, Devin, Boots looking like boxing boogeymen. Facts. And look what the WBC did. They dropped Boots in the rankings and elevated. Now get this now. The WBC had Virgil Ortiz at 1. David Avanesian at 2, Boots at 3, and they had Danny Garcia at 4. They replaced Danny Garcia with Boots and moved Keith Thurman ahead of Boots. Why? Case of Boy, I don't eat meat, man. I haven't eaten meat since 1997. Eric Salazar, my brother in Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in Super Chat. Blue, just been super busy on the grind. Just got a Corvette. It's bag season, you dig? You be proud of your boy. Salute to you for the positivity. Goes a long way, great brother. Hey, what kind of Corvette you got? You got the C8? Hey, bro, because when I was on vacation right now with the wife, we took her car and, man, Jonathan Medina, what's going on? And the dude pulled up with the C8 silver. And I was like, man, my wife was like, don't think about it. Don't even think about it. But boy, my brain was a churning, boy. Yeah, Miss Sexy, tell her that she's supposed to be here. What is she doing? Trillion and Judah, what's going on? Y'all gonna be at steakhouses, moonlighting. Creed, what's going on? Oh, Music Soul Child and Anthony Hamilton? Oh, man. No, I'm not a vegan. I eat fish. I don't eat meat, though. Paul Murphy, brother in Super Chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in Super Chat. Devin just need to move on through jerking him. But keep up the grind like you doing, fam. Kurt smiling on you. Salute to the historian, man. Salute to the historian. He said, hey, that Bluebird Brandon C8 Corvette coming, y'all. Hey, that C8 was woo-wee. When he pulled up next to me, and I'm not a Chevy guy. I'm not an American car guy. But when he pulled up, I was like, because we was in my wife's truck. I eat chicken every now and then. But I definitely don't eat beef or red meat at all. Well, when he pulled up in that C8, boy, Yeah, I got CMOS, Joe. I got 2 jars right now. Case Avoid, brother, super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in super chat. You slamming it like always. Blue, salute. Appreciate you, great brother. Let me show you. I got my CMOS. Hold on. I got 2 jars of CMOS. I got the elderberry and plain. Ulysses Ramirez said I got a C8. Woo-wee! Chilltown Major, what's going on? He said C7, but I keep it clean. Maybe next year. Hey, salute to my brother Eric Salazar. That's real, bro. He said you don't like burgers. Come on, man. Nah, I don't eat cheeseburgers, bro. Yeah. CMOS. This is one. This is with the elderberry, and this is a plain CMOS. Full Hunger Boxing. What's going on? It's my 2 CMOSes right here. Yep. Keep refrigerated. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all do a turkey burger now, every now and then. Yeah, right there. CMOS, baby. CMOS. Yeah, man. He pulled up in that C8. I was like, yo, man, oh man. I wanted to go put on my Prada cologne, change my clothes, and ask him if I could borrow it. I wanted to change my clothes, put on my Prada cologne, and say, hey, bro, let me borrow it. Let me borrow it. Let me have at it. Man, that was sweet. He pulled up next to me. I was like, non-stop no, what's going on? Kenneth Buster Move, my brother. What you said you got? He said SS50 of N. Oh, woo. Oh, yeah, you got a big boy. You got a big boy. You got a big boy, bro. You got a big boy. Blackwater S boxing. Hey, my pops had one of those, Kenneth. He loved that, boy. Blackwater boxing, brother, super chat. Salute, Blue, Devin, and Dangerous. The media machine that the powers that be are tired of. Yep, agreed. Darren Garcia said, "Whack. What's whack?" Bobby Digital, brother, in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, salute, Blue Blood. Tell Devin to move up to 140. Josh Taylor in the UK for his titles. Them dudes at 135 full of BS. Even Tank with Mayweather controlling his every move. Hey, Josh Taylor going to 147, bro. He's out. Yeah. Josh Taylor's moving up, man. He going to 147. African Sci-Fi Sky, my brother, back in the super chat, dropping another half a dub on your boy Blue in super chat. Hey, Blue, I'm gonna have Steak 48 invent a turkey porthouse steak for you to enjoy. My brother don't eat. We don't eat. Imagine them doing that, man. A custom turkey burger steak, man. Imagine that. Imagine that. So yeah, let me open the phone lines, man. Get your opinion on it. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.3K, people. Let's get them likes to 1.3K. Let's get the likes to 1.3K. Brooklyn Boy, what's going on? Michael Lee, what's going on? Get the likes to 1.3K. Smash it. Let's open the phone lines, man. Let me get with the people. Malik Woody, what's going on? Yeah, the historian, man. That looks so weird when people still say that, man. Michael Lee said, ignore me. I didn't even see what you said, great brother. Bro, you need buckles. You sick. Oh, Buckley's. Oh, no, I got Buckley's, brother. I got Buckley's.
Call from.
What's your name? Where you calling from?
Man, you know it's Teron there. I told you I got that fire for the night.
What's good with you, great brother? What's good with you, great brother? Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, all right? Yeah, Michael Lee. I got Buckley's, man. But I'm not under the weather. I just have my sea moss, man. But I don't need I have Buckley's. I have plenty of Buckley's. I got the red one and the blue one, great brother. You ain't telling me nothing new. I got the red one and the blue one. But go ahead, great brother. What's going on, man? What you think about this situation, bro?
My wife, you have me on that sea moss, boy. There's so many vitamins and minerals in that crap right there, man.
Yeah, buddy.
And I be on that green superfood. You know what I'm talking about? That
Yes.
green superfood.
Yes, sir. You got the powder?
Yes, sir. The power, 1 scoop.
Yep, 1 scoop.
And that's water.
Yes, sir.
And your body running better than if you had some clenbuterol.
Yes, sir.
We ain't gonna say that. But you know, I seen that shit coming. I seen that coming right there. Dougie was dragging his feet too long, first off, man.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, though, and see, he's about to get some karma. He's about to get that Teofimo karma. See, Duggan Haney, he gonna sit there and fight Loma. Bob Aaron's not about to pay that price that he want to see. And yeah, you might get a 2-fight deal, and he thinking just because he beat Teofimo that he gonna beat Loma. Loma gonna watch that boy.
Mm-hmm.
Loma been trained. Loma wants the belts back. Loma's gonna watch that boy, and then on their rematch, it's not even gonna be in Australia. What they gonna do? They gonna go to a purse bid because they gonna offer him crumbs on that second rematch.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically, if nobody that sat there and got the ring, when he got the belts, and let it get to his head.
Mm-hmm.
And he thinking what he was doing was selling the belts to the highest bidder. He should have just went ahead and went to Devin. At least if you made the fight look good with Devin, you could have had 4 fights. But when Loma washes you, you going back to obscurity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you sit there, you got your 15 minutes of fame just like Andrew Ruiz did when he got the belts off AJ. And turn around and lose it on the next daggone fight. And see, Bob Arum, they're not going back down to Australia.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to sit there and they're going to do this. Bob Arum's a lawyer. That's what people don't realize. He's a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to tie that thing up in perdition, and they're going to sit there and they're going to go to a purse bid. It's going to change the venue, and you're going to be stuck without you have to go where they go. They're going to go to a purse bid that's not going to be in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody will be laughing at his dumb ass. Where you at now, Kambosos? They got washed by Loma.
And the thing is, right? At least with Teofimo Lopez, right? The thing about it is, at least with Teofimo Lopez, is that we didn't see Teofimo. It's Teofimo Lopez was just being Teofimo Lopez, right? But this dude, you came out. I ain't gonna be like Teofimo Lopez. I ain't gonna do what he did. I'm gonna fight you. Yeah.
Like, how can we respect you as fans, bro? You lied, bro.
Right.
And this man, with every hoop, when you knew in your mind, when you saw JoJo Diaz fight him, you wasn't about to fight that man.
Right.
So you did. You could have it right there. People don't realize when you make a verbal agreement, that's just as much you can hold up as law, but they don't do it with the daggone boxing. But most places, a verbal agreement is a contract.
Right.
And you, as a man, made that verbal agreement with that man. You just sat there, went back on everything. Then you try to play it through the daggone fans and make it look like it ain't what it is. But when you know what it is, man, like, we're not stupid. You're not about to pull the wool over our eyes.
Mm-hmm.
you know, got them belts, and now you thinking about how you can change your future. That's why you tell that man to sell his jewelry. You trying to sell the belts to the highest bidder, and this man ain't going all the way out the way you think. And then you think you can wash Loma because you beat Tio, but Loma just had a bad day. But Tio, like I said, he's a front foot dominant Mexican fighter. That's Loma's weakness.
Right.
Kambosos' style is not Loma's weakness. Loma's going to do him dirty. Tio Phillips had the things to do it. Loma ain't even got the power to keep Kambosos ain't got the power to keep Loma honest, man.
Right.
He ain't got the power to keep Loma honest. And he talk about pillow fist. Bro, you would knock out cab drivers.
Right.
Like, come on now.
But the thing is this too, right? People now suddenly talking about, oh well, Devin is not exciting. Devin ain't this. Kambosos only have 10 knockouts. How exciting is he?
That's why I said pillow fist.
Right.
He was only something when he was fighting the bartenders, the daggone cab drivers at the beginning of his career. That man ain't had a knockout in the last 7 years.
Right. And my thing is this. Here's the problem I have. Opportunity. How many times do he get an opportunity? Why don't 704 Joe, what's going on? Why don't he get an opportunity after Devin gets his opportunity?
Because you ain't got the complexion for the connection, man.
Yeah. So
it's about the complexion for the connection, man.
And that's my thing, right? And the fans are calling just because they don't want to see Devin Haney get the belt. You're masquerading to pretend that you're a fan of George Kambosos. You're not a fan of his. Where was you?
It's an enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Right.
As long as Devin ain't got it, I'm happy with whoever got it but Devin.
Right.
Because once Devin get it, I'm gonna put his name in the book, and they should just go ahead and let Devin get the belt because he said he moving up after he get it.
Right.
He gotta be worried with the dude no more.
Right.
But that also brought me to that fire I was talking about, because I forgot to talk about it the other day, but you know how this is how they push the narrative and they mask stuff for us. And sometimes we get caught up in the hype as boxing fans, right? You know, we watch the Canelo, right? And everybody like Canelo great. He doing all these great things, right? Now, I'm not taking that against the brother. But let's sit back and think about this. When Canelo was at 154, think about the narrative. You know, he didn't win against Laura, but they gave it to him. You know, he struggled with Triple G. Charlo was in that division. Andrade was in that division. You see, they was knocking stuff out. They was crushing stuff, and they both was chasing Canelo. They were both the same size as Canelo. When we looked at it back in them days, we was like, man, Charlo would beat Canelo at 154 or 160. We were saying Charlo would beat Canelo. Andrade would beat Canelo. Remember that narrative was there. So this
hold on one second with you, King.
Okay, bro.
Monica Sylvie, the queen, she done decided to make it in here. You know, she late. You know what I mean? She was at steak. She was at steakhouses and stuff. Now she here. She came in late. She said, "Hi, Blue. Sorry I didn't show up earlier. Had to take care of my king. Please forgive me, love. Besides, I got you, family. Okay. Blessings to you and the king." You know, just strolling in here late. You know what I mean? Moonlighting, eating steak and stuff. You know what I mean? You dig what I'm saying, great brother? But go ahead. Now she's talking about her stomach is full. I'm sure she ate good. Steak and potatoes and
steak though, boy. It takes a long time to digest. You don't want to eat that
steak and potato and dessert, man. She out there moonlighting. You know what I mean?
You will have problems.
Right. Well, go ahead, great brother.
But when we were sitting at 160, everybody knew that the Canelo versus Charlo, Canelo versus Dimitri Andrade fight, we wouldn't look at Canelo as this big thing, but you know what Canelo did? He moved on up to 168. He acclimated to that weight, and he fought slower fighters. He fought the British boys. Now, I'm not saying that against British fighters, but if you watch the Chris Eubank fight versus that other dude, British fight is just a different level. Just like the USA basketball team, like we used to send college players to go play against they pros. I mean, it's just a whole different level, man. It's a different level. Like I'm not saying USA is the best, but we got the best athletes, man. That's why everybody want to come pick it here. And, you know, he put on a display, beat these bigger, heavier, slower British people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you know, he beat them, and then people like, oh, he done moved up their weight, he did this. If Charlo would have moved up their weight, he would have did the same thing, especially Moo. Moo would have moved up there, and he would have cleaned all them that he did. And he went up and moved up their weight to fight Sergey Kovalev. All right, look, they was at 160. When Canelo comes to a fight weight at 160, he's about 175 at fight night.
Mm-hmm.
So he's basically around his same weight anyway. You know, that's only 15 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Floyd beat Canelo, and Canelo was 20 pounds heavier than Floyd. So all Canelo did was take a page out of Floyd's book. Just because he's more than 10, 15 pounds heavier, I mean, it's still within that range because you remember the middleweight range back in the day, it had a little bit more flexibility between it. It was about 20 pounds in that middleweight division.
Mm-hmm.
So all Canelo doing is fighting people that he like, size people he sparred against.
Mm-hmm.
And what we do, we looking at that, and he's beating the people in that division, and we giving him great accolades for beating subpar people. Like if those people were down in lower divisions and they fought the people that's in them divisions, they would probably get washed. You put Billy Joe against Demetri Andrade and them, he would get washed. But see, Canelo went up and did that. You know, and Crusher Kovalev ain't been nothing the last 4 years, man. Kovalev has been out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he was weight training coming to the Canelo fight, too. But he goes up there and does these fights, and he's looking good against subpar opposition. And in subpar opposition, and then we looking like, oh, Canelo's just great when he's doing all this and that. But the wool over the eyes is, we remember when Canelo was in the same division with the Tigers. Canelo hightailed us out of there. He gave up his WBC belt because he knew in his heart he didn't want that action. He didn't want that smoke. But now he done got a little bit bigger. You know, he done washed a few Brits. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He done washed a few Brits. And now everybody's thinking that he's above this. No, we got to realize his skills are still the same. He just fought subpar competition. And it makes him look good. You know what I'm saying? He looks good doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But the same thing could have been said. You put Charlo up there and let him, but you know, Charlo's up there now.
Mm-hmm.
Let him get a couple fights to acclimate to 168. See what he does. You see, he didn't want David Benavidez. They offered him over $50 million for that fight. He didn't want that.
Hey, and when I told people that he was going to make $50 million for the Charlo fight, what they told me, I didn't know what I was talking about, right?
Exactly, bro. You know what it was. He was going to make $50 million for the Charlo fight, but they offered him over $50 for David Benavidez.
Mm-hmm.
Canelo said no.
Mm-hmm.
He said no. Styles make fight. And Canelo, he picks and chooses his fight. After he fought with Laura, he said, I'm not fighting nobody else like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not fighting a slick, pure boxer like that no more. Because that's going to get win anyway on the scorecards. And see, people get wrapped up in the fact that he's knocking out these bigger Caucasians. I hate to say it, but he's knocking out these bigger, slower Caucasians. And people putting all that merit. No. Let me see somebody that just got just as much fire, just as much speed, and just as much power as you. Get up there with a 50-50 fight.
Mm-hmm.
Charlo, that's a 50-50 fight. Andre, that's a 50-50 fight. Bivol, he's all right, but Bivol's still old. I mean, he's still bigger and slower, man. Like, Bivol doesn't have the exact same skills as these junior middleweights and middleweights have. I mean, and these these welters, and they don't have it. He don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he got skills for his level. Yes, I understand that. But if you take his skills and you put him in a lower division, he's going to get washed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you got a true eye for boxing, these people that he's fighting, they will get washed in these lower divisions. Hell, if he was the same size as Thurman will wash Bivol. And Thurman, he's not on my good list right now, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is the most talented division, these smaller guys. And then when they get bigger, you don't have to have as much. It's about a time. It's about you hit this or that. And you know, Canelo, he done played that high speed chess like I told you before, so he's used to faster punch.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, he sits back buys his time and then boom, he gets it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that power comes when you work out and you take that clenbuterol. I mean, you know, that man, he blows up too quick, bro. Like, I mean, you know, a spade's a spade, man. You know, he eating that steak.
Mm-hmm.
Get that steak, getting his power up and making sure he clean before the fight.
Mm-hmm.
So they say a lot of people, but I can't just say him. A lot of people do it. You know, a lot of people be doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like
you know, people will be surprised, man.
Like, that's how my boy Roy went to heavyweight. I hate to say it, he was one of my favorite fighters. But, you know, loaded up in weight, come back down like that, bro. You got to have some help.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't be in that on middleweight, go to heavyweight, then back down to light heavyweight, and then less than 6 months. You just can't do it. Your body ain't going to do all that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I'm saying. Like, media's putting a wool over our eyes. Like, they trying to make us think that Kambosos really want to fight. He don't. And they pushing this narrative with Canelo. They want him to be the face of boxing because he has that face. Like, Oscar De La Hoya was that face.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to get Ryan Garcia, but they couldn't get Ryan Garcia to go along with it. But, you know, Canelo, he got the pretty boy look for him. And, you know, they're like, yeah, payday, you want payday. Like, come on, man.
Yep.
Well, man, about it, you took that man up. Like, we're supposed to be warriors in this thing, man. You're supposed to be gladiators.
Mm-hmm.
You call me out, right? You calling me out? Like, bro, you call a man out, bro. A man had pride, bro. It's about pride. Now it's about, man, it's not fighting you. Like, come on, man. You gotta want to be the best.
Right.
They done got some credit, but they done got some money now. It's not about being the best. It's about to look the best doing it. You know, that's all I'm saying. Like, now they trying to put this John Ryder out there.
Hold on one second, King.
Watched by Jason.
Hold on one second, brother. Miss Sexy, have a great night. Peace and blessings to you. Have a great night, Queen.
Have a good night, Miss Sexy.
Yes, sir.
Glad to see you tonight.
Yes, sir. But yeah, let me get to these super chats and stuff, great brother.
Oh yeah, bro. I ain't mean to hold up too much of the time.
No, it's all good.
Sorry about that.
It's all good.
So, Blue Blood Sports, hate, like, and subscribe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, one time.
All right, great brother.
Yeah.
Vic Middlebrooks, brother, in super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in super chat. Haney might be in trouble if Lomachenko beats Kambosos twice. He have to go through Arum, being that Arum controls 135 and 140. Exactly. Vic Middlebrooks dropping that dub on your boy Blue. Blackwater Boxer, brother, super chat. Loma stimulus package. Facts, man. It's amazing, bro. Blackwater Boxing, brother, in super chat. If Loma loses, he'll get a shot at the Undisputed next. Agreed. What's your name? Where you calling from? Hold on 1 second, okay, great brother.
Okay.
Darius Gilliard, brother in super chat. Devin can't get any knockouts because his opponents respect his power. They changed their whole style just for him, just like Pac-Man for Floyd. I agree. Blackwater Boxer, brother, back in super chat. If Loma loses, he'll solidify his Hall of Fame career. Yeah. Monica, have a great night, Queen. Moses King, what's going on? Hold on. How you gonna get me on Blue and leave? I'm tired too. Yeah. You see that? You see that, Monica? She's trying to pull a okey doke on us. Well, go ahead, great brother. What's your name? Where you calling from? Let them know, man. Let them know.
What's up, Blue? This Steven from Chicago.
Okay. Salute to the Chi-Town, man. I'm a Bulls fan, great brother.
Oh yeah, we might take it this year.
Oh
That's
yeah.
just playing.
I'm wishful thinking. Hey, Vic Middlebrooks, I just read your super chat. I had it up on the screen, great brother. But go ahead, great brother.
I just commented recipe to Kurt. I just seen that Kurt passed away. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, he passed away 2 Tuesdays ago.
Okay. I just want to say thanks, Blue, for making shows like this. But I have mentioned this before on your show, and I think a couple other people's shows. And Floyd said it best. He was like, man, I taught you guys everything, and you guys got so much. Like, it's a whole lot easier with you guys because of social media.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is with our fighters is it's our fault that they do us this way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's really our fault that they do us this way. If a Mexican young star was in Devin's place and this was happening to him, regardless of who he was signed with, Canelo, you would have other Mexican boxing stars. You would probably even have retirees talk about it and mention something about it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't support each other whatsoever. and we got all this power to support each other. You know, I mean, we have a lot of power right now to support it, especially with this moment that just happened. Social media, you guys can talk and get along with each other. I would like to know what some of these guys' managers are saying, because they should have been mentioned something about these guys getting with each other and talking and speaking out about stuff like this, because it's obvious. Top Rank is not going to give up the money that the zone's going to give to pay them. So if you want the money, the answer is Devin. If you want it for your career, your legacy, the answer is Devin. So it's like a blatant duck, and everybody sees that, but nobody will say something. So it's like, where's Earl? Where's Bud? Where's Deontay? You know, we gotta start speaking out against it. Because you know it's getting real bad, man.
Yeah, if you know, and I agree with you, man. On a situation like this, you know, they should all be saying something right now. Hey, listen, man. What? Yo, hold on. Floyd, everybody. You know.
Can you imagine if it said something to anybody else country? They boxers would have said something, bro.
Now, Monica, don't.
Somebody would have said something.
Yeah, Monica, don't listen to that. Emilio Sanchez, what's going on? Monica said, I thought Kambosos was about to fight Tank. No. That's
even
not
if he fought Tank, it don't make no sense, because Floyd's not going to pay Cam all that money.
Right.
That the zone's going to pay. The zone's going to give him the most money.
Right.
You know the zone overpay.
Right. They're going to give him the most money, and it's for a title, and it's for, you know, legacy, and he's coming to your hometown. Whatever you.
Either way, Devin's the best choice.
Right. What else you need?
Because I don't see Top Rank fans more than the zone. I just can't see it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I can't see it.
Right. And my thing is, what else more do you need, though? He's coming. He's willing to come to Australia. You're going to get a high payday, and you're going to get a belt. What else is there you need?
It's obvious ducking, man. And they can say all that stuff they want to about Devin, but he's saying let's fight.
Right.
He's saying let's fight.
Right.
So if he got an email bell, he got this, go take it then.
Right.
I just want to see the fight, man.
Right. We need to see the best fight the best, period.
We want to see the fight, and that's what's going on with boxing. Is stuff like this will happen until it can't happen no more.
Right.
You know, Devin will have to do something like go viral, become that money man or something, and then they'll start running. Or it'd be kind of time to be close to retiring, then or they had a couple losses already, and then why we gotta wait for all that?
Right. Agreed.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's a bad situation, but they need to get on it, because it shouldn't be happening. It's 2022. It shouldn't be happening. I don't know who are they managers, who they paying, but they should have got together like, man, we tired of getting done like this. We need to start speaking on it. And then people will listen to, man, this social media thing powerful, brother. And nobody wants a bad look. This business, nobody wants a bad look. And I know, like, people do, you know, they do boxing fans like whatever. Stuff like that. But when you mention stuff like that, when you talk about racism and stuff like that, that's just not about boxing. It's a worldwide look. And you're going to bring a lot of eyes looking at it who don't even really care about boxing. They just want to see, okay, let's see what they're talking about. And the proof is in the pudding. It's right there in our face.
Yep. We got the brother said, Jacob Perez, so you really believe Kambosos is taking less money? ESPN offering a better deal. Now, let me ask you this, Jacob Perez. Lomachenko fought Teofimo Lopez in a unification bout. They both was with Top Rank and ESPN. And Lomachenko got $2 million, and Teofimo Lopez got $650,000. Now, you think that they're going to go with George Kambosos Jr. and they're going to pay him
more than $3 million.
More than $3 million.
You have to pay him more than $3 million.
Right.
3 is better.
Right. So now now let's just think about this now. You think that Bob Arum, who doesn't hold George Kambosos in high regard, he didn't even want this fight to happen with Teofimo Lopez. He stated that he felt like they, had some sort of agreement, and so he said that George Kambosos is not a good fighter and nobody know who he is. They bid on Teofimo Lopez versus George Kambosos. They bid $2.3 million. So you think that they're going to put up a boatload of money for the fight? Come on.
Top rank do not want to pay.
Right. They don't want to pay.
Not only that, but you got the other fighter need their money too. So
right.
The top rank gonna pay Kambosos $3 or more million, and Loma gonna want at least $3 million too. Then.
Right.
You think Loma's gonna sit there and let Kambosos make all this money? He ain't gonna get paid.
And then think about this on top of it. Terrence Crawford was getting 3.5. And he was the highest paid behind Tyson Fury. So how much you think they're giving George Kambosos Jr.? Come on. We got to start thinking. Just think. Just think.
It's not going to happen. Look
right.
at the fights they turned down because they didn't want to play.
Right.
They didn't turn down some big fights.
Right.
They would have had the Pacquiao fight if they wanted it.
They didn't want to pay Sean Porter more than $1 million or Keith Thurman more than $1 million. They're going to pay George Kambosos Jr. hefty? Come on. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it.
They had the Pacquiao fight. They could have messed around. I think they could have really had the Earl fight by now.
Right. Come on. There's so many fights that they could have happened. What leads you to believe that they're going to suddenly just overpay George Kambosos? Man, stop. Ranu Santos, brother in the super chat, he said, Blue is a video Shakur Stevenson.
Don't make no sense.
Yeah, it don't. Hold on one second, great brother. He said, Blue, it's a video of Shakur Stevenson and Ward slap boxing. Yeah, I saw it on Champ Side, great brother. Miss Aisha, peace and blessings, Queen. Salute my brother, Ranu Santos. Orlando Collins, brother, back in the super chat. Undisputed bout should be made mandatory. Agreed. Taz Flex, brother in super chat. Did you hear about what the IBF doing with Boots? Yeah, they ordering Boots versus Custio Clayton. We already knew that was going to be a IBF title eliminator. So it's going to be an IBF title eliminator. The winner is going to be in position to fight the winner of Errol Spence, Yordana Sugas. But it won't matter because it's not going to happen next. So I know people are excited that, Boots is going to fight Custio Clayton. He beat Custio Clayton. He's going to be Errol Spence mandatory. It ain't going to be next, so it doesn't matter. So Errol Spence is going to look to fight Terrence Crawford or he's going to vacate. So it's not next. But go ahead, great brother. Pardon me.
And it's wrong the way they did Boots, too, when they dropped Boots.
Yeah, the WBC dropped him in the ranking. Now, why would you drop him instead of just removing Danny Garcia and replacing Danny Garcia with Keith Thurman? Why would you drop Boots down a notch and then replace Boots?
That don't make no sense.
That don't even make sense.
Because the thing is, Boots is too much of a threat.
Right.
Without nothing coming with it. And that's the terrible thing with boxing, because it's like I can't understand it. Like you mentioned Loma. Loma came off getting opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. Lost and still got opportunity.
Right.
Lost again, he's about to get another opportunity.
Right.
That don't happen with us. With our young stars, it takes forever. It takes a long while. And Shakur, I don't even think Shakur would have got that fight if it wasn't for Bud's lawsuit to do.
Hold on 1 second, brother. Let me address something. This brother Mel, see, this is what I'm talking about. We have to inform ourselves before we just say anything. I always say this, repeat it in the mirror before we put it out in the public, okay? And you got Emilio Sanchez saying, amen, Mel. No, it's wrong. You saying how many, you said, this is what you said, Mel. Blue, how many black fighters has Devin offered to fight? Why would he offer a black fighter his belt when he's trying to unify the belts? He's 23. He just got the belt. He's trying to.
Why would he try to do this? He trying to get. He got a belt. Why would
right.
he try to?
He has a belt. He has a belt, and he's trying to unify and pick up the other belts. He's been trying to pick up those two belts. So what other black fighter are you talking about? He tried to fight Tank. That's an offer. Last time I checked.
What fighter other than people having the belts is more money? I can see if he dropped down and he took a fight for more money. But you want me to drop down, take a fight for less money and no belt?
Right.
Huh?
So this is the thing that people misinform themselves. He was looking to fight Gary Russell. Gary Russell to come up to 135. That's a title opportunity. He was looking to fight Teofimo Lopez in a unification for undisputed. What are we talking
Devin
about?
just called everybody out. He tried to fight Loma.
Right. But what you're saying, he has a belt, but what he's not giving any other black fighters the opportunity. So what other black fighters are there to give an opportunity at 135? He tried to give Tank the fight. That's the other big black fighter in his division. Who else is there? Somebody name me another fighter in the division. Who else is there at 135? He's trying to fight the best there. Frank Martin is just making a name for himself right now. He tried to fight Tank and Gary Russell Jr. What are you talking about?
I hope Devin just go up, man. Because what's going to happen, Devin going to keep chasing it. They're not going to fight Devin. If Devin don't get this fight, it's solidified. They're not going to fight Devin. Just move up. Because he's going to stick around too long and, just be fighting anybody. And then mess around and lose. He's a big boy, too. He kind of long. So, I mean, if he can't get this fight, he might as well just move up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. It's unfortunate.
To say that he's sticking around because he want to accomplish something, but it's just I think that weight cut you can kind of see it too. I don't think he want to be at 135. Yeah, I think he's just sticking around. He's trying to get that. He's trying to get it in and then go to 140 because that'll be something special. He'll accomplish something, and there'll be more money for him too.
And he tried to fight Javier Fortuna. Yeah. Like, what are we talking about here? We before you say these things, you got to inform yourself, man. Texas Bulldog
has called out everybody. It's other people that have called out everybody.
Facts.
You got people like Shakur. Shakur called out everybody. Boots calls out everybody.
Right.
Haney calls out everybody.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, great brother. Underground Sound, what's going on, great brother? Texas Bulldog Boxing brother in Super Chat. Haney can get a unified champ to step up. Yeah, he can't. Yeah, he can't get a unified champ. Black Border Boxing brother in Super Chat. He's not misinformed. He wants to believe this. Yeah. You said it. We got to relax with that, man. Got to relax, man. We just be saying stuff just to say stuff.
And then this is what people will tell you. This is what they'll do. He has to fault nobody.
Right.
So if I'm asking everybody to fight who you consider me fighting somebody,
right,
then how can I fight somebody that you want me to fight?
Right.
If I'm saying, hey, let's fight to everybody that you consider somebody good that I need to beat to be recognized, and they all saying no, what can I do to please you?
Right. Jorge Guerrero, what's going on? Right. How am I supposed to get in position? How am I ever supposed to get an opportunity if you're not giving it to me?
And that's what they need to speak out about. They keep on, they won't speak out and support each other. There's a terrible look for them, bro. Because everybody else support each other but them.
Right. I agree with you, brother.
So how can we cry for them if they won't even take care of themselves?
Right.
And it's obvious. We sit here and watch it. It just don't make no sense.
It's truly unfortunate, man.
Yeah, that's why you got a lot of fan base, especially the black fan base, going to sports like UFC.
Right.
Because at least at least they got a ranking system. At least you know what's going on, a real ranking system.
Right.
Not this stuff that the cash ranking system. They all fighting the top fighters. They all, some of them losing sometimes, and it is what it is. This right here, man.
Mm-hmm. It's just, it's amazing, man.
It's amazing. In 2022.
It is, man. It's unfortunate.
No other sport is like this.
Nope. No other sport. You're right. You're 1,000% correct. No other sport
would accept it.
Right.
Can you imagine any of them accepting it?
Nope. No other sport.
No other sport. Our people stick with each other. I forgot who was playing. It was one finals, and it was a home game. You know, one of the fans had reached out and did something to one of the visiting players. The player got out. He was like, "Man, hey, what you doing?
Right.
You know, the home team, you gotta go. Hey, come get him. Who this? Who this?" They're not gonna sit there and let they. It ain't gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing, man. It's just only in boxing can you get champions not fighting champions. Jay Harris, too real. What's going on? But hey, let me get to the next caller, great brother.
All right, man. Thanks, Flo.
No problem, great brother. Yeah, only in boxing, man. Only in boxing can we get fighters not wanting to fight, the champions not wanting to fight the champions. Only in boxing, and justify it. Imagine teams. Imagine we had the Rams and the Bengals. Imagine the Rams saying, "Hey, we ain't gonna play the Bengals, man, because the Bengals ain't play nobody." Like, come on, man.
Call from
Jerry Kaffer.
What's going on, Jerry?
Hello.
What's going on, great brother? How you feeling?
Hey, man. Feeling pretty good. I'm calling from B-More.
Salute to B-More, man. The DMV in the building.
Yeah. Man, I got a lot of stuff to say. One thing I love about your show is you give people time to get a few points across. I got a couple quick questions, and then I got one or two things to say.
Mm-hmm.
First question I got is, can you tell me who Devin Haney beat to get that WBC title that he has?
It was, what's his name? It was for the vacant belt. It was the dude, is the Latino dude. Oh man, what's his name? No, he's Russian. Abdullayev, I think his name is Abdullayev. I always forget how to pronounce his name.
Oh, okay.
Abdullayev, I think.
It wasn't Linares.
No. He defended it against Linares. He defended against Gambo, and he defended against Joseph Diaz. But I believe it's Abdullayev. Hold on, let me tell you his name. I always struggle with his name, man.
No, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I've seen that fight. Okay. So
Zaire Abdullayev. Yeah.
He was the next highest ranked contender then.
Right.
It's usually how it works when a title's vacant.
Mm-hmm.
The number one contender fights the very next highest ranked contender.
Yeah, because it was the same situation they had when we had Jamal Charlo. But the difference is they made the fight because Devin Haney had it was same similar situation, but Lomachenko became franchise. But when Devin Haney fought, he just went ahead and they just made the fight, for the WBC title, opposed to Jamal Charlo. They just flat out gave it to Jamal Charlo because he was already the mandatory.
Okay. Second question is, do you honestly think that Devin Haney would do more for Kambosos' legacy than Lomachenko, who's a two-time gold medalist and a three-weight division champion with a far better resume? You think that Devin Haney is more of a legacy fight because of the undisputed status? Absolutely.
Lomachenko has now lost to a journeyman and a young kid that was green, and Teofimo Lopez. Devin Haney is undefeated. It would be for undisputed. So you fight Devin Haney, you beat Devin Haney, you become the seventh fighter in the history of the sport of boxing to be undisputed.
Yeah, I get that, but Canelo just became undisputed in a year, and he got nothing but criticized for it.
The thing about Canelo Alvarez is Canelo Alvarez chooses his path. He's already established, right? So
yeah,
he chose to fight for the vacant WBC title instead of fighting David Benavidez for it. Canelo Alvarez could fight anybody in the world he wants to. So what happens with Canelo Alvarez is that he's picking and choosing. Oh, I'm gonna fight this guy. So that's why Canelo Alvarez gets the kickback that he gets, opposed to.
Well, David Benavidez wasn't the champion at the time.
Well, he could. No. The thing is, he could have fought David Benavidez before David Benavidez lost it on the scale. And
but that timeline.
He never showed no interest. No, he had plenty of time to fight.
Fighting that middleweight.
When he fought, let me explain. When he fought Rocky Fielding, he could have fought David Benavidez instead of fighting Rocky Fielding.
Yeah, perhaps, but
so he chose to fight.
The undisputed thing doesn't really mean nothing. Crawford did it, and didn't help his popularity at all. Canelo Alvarez just did it in less than a year. He fought, I think, 3 undefeated champions, and he got criticized for it.
Right, but again, you can't put them in the same category because Canelo Alvarez is fighting who he wants to fight. So he's choosing a path of least resistance, where Devin Haney is not choosing a path of least resistance, and neither should George Kambosos Jr. The 2 champions in your division. See, here's the thing. You fight and you beat Devin Haney, you become undisputed. You still could fight Lomachenko, who's not leaving the division.
Yeah, but oftentimes with deals and fights and why they don't go through, and I want to speak on the racial narrative in a minute, but oftentimes the devil is in the details. And I heard Eddie Hearn give an interview a few weeks back, and he basically said, if you could just read between the lines a little bit, that Kambosos is looking for a multi-fight deal, likely a 3-fight deal. But Eddie Hearn said Dazn doesn't have the dates to give him. Now, the one provider and network, the biggest network, hands down, is ESPN. And if anyone can offer him those dates, it's ESPN and Bob Arum in that format. And it very well could be, because I gotta be honest with you, Devin's a good fighter, but Devin Haney is not so scary good. And frankly, I think Lomachenko is a tougher fight than Devin Haney.
But you gotta ask yourself, why is Loma scary good? He lost twice.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. I mean, if you wanna, I'm not one to make excuses for fighters. So when Lomachenko said he lost to Lopez because of the shoulder, I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear excuses for him, Gary Russell, Tank Davis, or nobody. Fighters fight injured all the time, and and Lomachenko.
Hey, do me a favor, great brother. Turn that music down or whatever you got in the back.
Okay, give me 1 second. In Lomachenko's case, it's well known that he did not want a rematch clause. So if you're going into the biggest fight of your career against a young, strong, undefeated champion, now the fact that Lopez only had 15 fights, to me, is besides the point, because a lot of fighters progress differently. They get different opportunities, and Lopez was ready, and he proved that he was ready for the fight with Lomachenko. But if Lomachenko knew that he was injured so bad that he was going to be able to use it as an excuse for losing, he wouldn't have just agreed to a rematch clause. He would have insisted, in my opinion, on a rematch clause. Now, a lot of people will point, well, he had surgery. Well, you know what? Here's the thing about shoulder injuries in boxing. There is a ton of fighters who have fought with that same shoulder injury. Andre Ward, Manny Pacquiao fought Floyd Mayweather. He claimed that his shoulder was bad. They asked Bob Arum, who was Manny's promoter at the time, does he have a bad shoulder? And he said, yeah, but he's had a bad shoulder for a lot of fights now. That injury is the type of injury where it's a very isolated thing. It doesn't prevent you from throwing punches. As you've seen, Lomachenko was throwing punches in the second half of the fight when he finally decided to take some chances. He was throwing punches. And Gary Russell, if you watch Gary's fight, I'm a big Gary Russell fan. He's from the Baltimore, Washington area. And Gary said, if you listen to the post-fight interview, he said that he's had that shoulder injury since he was an amateur. Now, I don't want to get too far off on that. I'm just saying fighters fight with injuries all the time. You make the weight, you cash the check, and you fight the fight.
And that's
excuses afterwards.
And that's my point. So why is Lomachenko scary good? He ain't. We seen him lose. We seen him lose to a guy that was knocked out 5 times with 2 draws in Orlando Salido. We like to make Orlando Salido bigger than what he is just to justify Lomachenko losing to him. There's no justification. See, you can't pull that wool over my eye. I know who Orlando Salido was. He lost all his big fights. The only big fight he won, and the name he made off himself, was when he fought Juanma Lopez, which was a situation where it was a stay busy fight for Juanma Lopez because they were trying to set up Juanma Lopez versus either Gamboa or Mikey Garcia in a big fight, particularly Mikey Garcia. But Orlando Salido happened to upset the apple cart, and he beat Juanma, and then he beat him in a rematch. And that's his claim to fame, right? But anybody knows Juanma Lopez is he wasn't committed to the sport of boxing. He loved the party. He loved to hang out, right? And he got caught in a trap fight, and he lost. That's Orlando Salido's claim to fame, right? It's just like we know Hasim Rahman knocked out Lennox Lewis, but nobody talk about Hasim Rahman being a great world champion. No, we only do that to justify Lomachenko losing. He lost to a guy who was knocked out 5 times and had 2 draws in the first 15 fights. That's not that's not an elite fighter. And then he lost to a kid. And then he lost to a kid with 15 fights at 23 years old with 1 title defense. With no title defenses. His title defense is Lomachenko. And he beat Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez. And then he lost his next fight to George Kambosos Jr. So he ain't scary good. That's what they tell us, that he's scary good. Because you think about it this way. Everybody on his resume, right? You would favor Devin Haney to beat. Nicholas Walters, okay? All of these guys on his resume, Rigondeaux coming up from 122, 118, he would beat Rigondeaux, Devin Haney too. So the thing is, we give him a pass and we put him on a pedestal and give him a pass because they told us he's this good. When all in reality, we watched him have a lot of flaws in his game, just like being backed up by Teofimo Lopez and losing the first 7 rounds. The only success he had against Teofimo Lopez was when Teofimo Lopez made the adjustment and decided to sit down on his punches and try to knock out Lomachenko in the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th round. But as soon as he went back to his initial game plan in the 12th round, he nearly stopped Lomachenko. So Lomachenko ain't scary good. And the thing about it is Lomachenko, he came back and he had a win against Nakatani. Nakatani is tailor-made for that style. Anybody with slick movement would beat Nakatani. If we want to be, and reality tells us that Felix Verdejo was beating Nakatani and nearly stopped him, but he ran out of gas. He wasn't in shape. If Felix Verdejo was in better shape, he would have not stopped Nakatani. Nakatani never fought for a world title and never won a world title. And then he beat Richard Coleman, who was brutally knocked out and had multiple losses on his resume already. That don't garner and warrant you. If we take away Devin Haney beating Gamboa, and we take away Devin Haney beating Linares, and we take away him beating Joseph Diaz, then how do you give Lomachenko credit for beating Richard Coleman and Nakatani? No, we can't give him credit for beating those dudes.
Just last night, I heard you go on a spiel about how fighters are not defined by their losses. And you said that emphatically. They're not defined by their losses. That fighters can have losses and still be not just good, but great fighters. No.
I never said they was great. I said that they were good. I was talking about Lamont Peterson and how tough he is, right? But again, beating Lamont Peterson don't warrant you to be top 5 pound for pound. I just said that they are difficult fights. That's a difficult fight. And when I was talking to my brother Charles Edward Cheese, I gave him an example of Manny Pacquiao. He said if you lose multiple times at the top level, that means you're an average fighter. And I said, so Manny Pacquiao is an average fighter by that method. Okay. No, what I said was Lamont Peterson is a tough fighter. So yeah, Orlando Salido's a rough, rugged fighter, but he ain't great. He ain't a great champion. That beating those guys, if it don't warrant the most accomplished best fighter on his resume, don't equal up to Leo Santa Cruz's resume. But we don't put Tank in the top 5. So why are we putting Lomachenko in the top 5? So what I'm saying is beating these guys, yeah, they could be rough, rugged. Okay, for instance, Floyd Mayweather struggled with Emmanuel Augustus. Emmanuel Augustus, nobody confused him with being great. He's a very awkward, very tough, very rough, rugged fighter. He's a tough out. But nobody says Emmanuel Augustus is a great or all-time great. No.
No. And Floyd did struggle with him the same way that Lomachenko struggled with Salido. You see, he's a very tough, rugged fighter, and he was able to pull out that victory. He was bigger than Lomachenko, and he probably bit off a little bit more than he could chew that night. But, in a direct comparison kind of way, Floyd says that Emmanuel was his toughest fight. Oftentimes when I hear him ask that, that's one of the first names that he brings up.
But he also says Lamont Peterson is. But he said Lamont Peterson is one of the most tricky, most savvy guys he's ever been in the ring with. And he says,
yeah, I'm a Peterson fan, although I don't think he beat Khan, and I don't think he beat Danny Garcia.
Well, let's say even if he didn't beat him, he's still a tough out, right?
He's a tough out.
And at that time when Errol stopped Lamont Peterson in the fashion he did, only Lucas Matisse had that success. And Lucas Matisse was seen to be a very, very big puncher. So my point is saying this is that Devin Haney deserves his opportunity because of what he's accomplished. So beating Lomachenko for George Kambosos Jr. is going to be overstated because we already overstate Vasily Lomachenko. But in all actuality, the bigger accomplishment, people going to remember you being undisputed. Believe that. When you undisputed in 20 years, right? See, right now, when people compare, hey, Floyd, as soon as Canelo did it, Floyd ain't never did that. That's the headlines everywhere. He did something Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao never did. You understand? So people
for Bud Crawford or Josh Taylor.
Well, guess what? But guess what? Hold on. But let me tell you, Terrence Crawford is in that number 1 pound for pound spot in top 3 because he was undisputed. That's what warrants Terrence Crawford to be in that position. If he was never undisputed at junior welterweight, people wouldn't be considering him to be pound for pound number 1 or 2 or 3. That's what garners him to be in that position. That's the case to be made for Terrence Crawford because people question his resume, but they can't question the fact that he was undisputed at junior welterweight. So no, becoming undisputed means a whole lot in the sport of boxing, especially historically being in the top 10. You could be one of the first 10 guys in the history of the sport to hold all 4 major sanction belts. That speaks volumes, especially coming from Australia.
Well, we're going to have to agree to disagree on that because I just seen Canelo did it. Like I said, it didn't.
But again, you got to look.
He got criticized for it.
Yeah, but you got to. But you got to look at. But you got to look at he has the opportunity, like Floyd Mayweather.
No,
and many. Right. So like you got Floyd Mayweather. Some guys are. So you putting him in a category that you can't put him in. Canelo Alvarez has surpassed. No. Listen to me. He has surpassed that position of belts. He don't need a belt. His status in the sport of boxing is beyond the belt. It's like Sugar Ray Leonard. They're beyond belts. You get beyond the belt at some point in time. And Floyd Mayweather.
Well, when you're talking legacy and 20 years later, I mean, let's be honest.
Right. But again,
works for Devin, it works for Canelo also.
Yeah, but if you're Devin Haney, you're 23. Canelo Alvarez is going on 32, and he's been boxing for years before Devin Haney. So Devin Haney is just now building a structure. Canelo Alvarez's structure and foundation is already in place. He's just adding pieces to the puzzle the house is already built. He's just putting extensions on the house.
Well, let's take a look at who Devin Haney has fought in his biggest wins. The Gamboa fight really should just be disregarded because Gamboa was 39 years old. He was coming off over a year layoff, a knockout loss, and a torn Achilles. That was an embarrassment to see that fight, really, if you ask me, because Gamboa shouldn't even have been in there. Now, I'll give him
Well, let me stop, man. I got to stop you there. A 37-year-old, 36-year-old, almost 37-year-old Floyd Mayweather beat a 23-year-old Canelo Alvarez at his weight.
Yeah, well, you're talking Mayweather and Gamboa.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We can't. A fighter is a fighter is a fighter. We can't use.
Not when they're a 40-year-old featherweight.
Yeah, but here's the thing. But here's the thing. He popped his Achilles and went 12 rounds with the biggest puncher at 140 on down in 10.
Yeah, he did.
But okay, so you can't. And he was fully healthy when he fought Devin Haney. So
we can't disregard his age and the fact that he was inactive and the fact he was coming off a KO loss and the fact that he
if that's the case, we could go through everybody's resume with a fine-tooth comb and I could eliminate a lot of fights.
That's not a fine-tooth comb though, Blue. That's almost a 40-year-old featherweight.
Hey, bro, you're talking about a 22-year-old kid, bro. You got to factor that in. Devin Haney is 22. He's 22 fighting a seasoned vet, a three-division champion, Olympic gold medalist, and he outclassed him. I don't care how old you are. That speaks volumes. You got to give him credit for that. I'm not saying you got to overly credit him, but you got to give him credit for being Gamboa. You can't dismiss Gamboa.
For me, no, not
okay, so if you don't give him credit. If you don't give him credit for fighting Gamboa, then how you give Lomachenko credit for beating Salido, for losing to Salido?
I didn't give him credit for losing to Salido. How can you give him credit for?
All right. So do you give? Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Hold on. Let me ask you a question now. Let me ask you a question. You give Lomachenko credit for being Guillermo Rigondeaux?
Rigondeaux, yeah. Although Rigondeaux was moving up, and he was a little bit probably past his prime too.
A little bit? He's older than Gamboa.
I don't overcredit.
Hold on. You said a little bit. He's older than Gamboa.
Well, he is now, but he wasn't when he fought.
No, he was older. He's older. Come on, bro. Let's be realistic. We both know Guillermo Rigondeaux is older than what they dotted on the dotted line. Guillermo Rigondeaux.
I'm not going to speculate that.
Bro, Guillermo Rigondeaux is came up from 118.
Yeah.
And was 38 years old and fighting Vasily Lomachenko. You say you give him a little bit of credit.
He was 38 when he fought Lomachenko. You certain about that?
He's old. He's 38 years old, bro. Rigondeaux right now is well, and he's older than me, and I'm on the wrong side of 40. Believe that.
Well, how old was he when he fought Lomachenko? That's been probably 5-6 years ago.
Okay.
Probably 34 years old.
34.
Which is old for a featherweight.
No, but you got to say a 34-year-old, 118-pounder that came up all the way up in weight.
Right. Well, I don't overcredit Lomachenko. Never have. I'm not the one that ranked him pound for pound number one. Do I think he's
what you said was you said this is what you said. You said that he gets more credit beating Lomachenko.
He has a better resume than Devin Haney, hands down.
Who?
Hands down. Lomachenko.
He's supposed to. He's 10 years older than him.
Yeah, well, right. He's 10 years old. And I do think Lomachenko's a riskier fight than Devin Haney for George Kambosos. But that relates back to the undisputed debate. What great legacy is involved in beating George Kambosos? I mean, if we want to down Loma's loss to Lopez because he only had 15 fights, what's Kambosos got? 20 fights? He hadn't fought nobody before he fought and pulled that upset off against Lopez. He's got 10 knockouts. He's not a puncher. He captured lightning in a bottle that night, and he did well. And he did win. I believe that he won the fight. But outside of
he was 35 listed. So that means he was really 37, 38.
Who?
Rigondeaux.
Well, you're just assuming that, though.
No, I'm not assuming. I know Rigondeaux was at least 38 years old.
You know that.
He was at least 38 years old.
Okay, well.
And so my thing is this, right? Lomachenko started boxing. He was a grown man competing against kids in the amateurs. I don't care what the amateur rules is for your Eastern European boxers. You're a grown man. You're 26 years old competing against teenagers and young adults. Okay, he turned professional late. That's on him. He got an opportunity to fight for 3 world titles coming right out the gate.
Right.
That's unheard of.
Tank Davis can move up to any weight class he wants and get a title shot right away. That's how it works in boxing.
No, it's not how it works. Tank didn't turn professional and get an opportunity at a world title. And then Tank didn't lose his second professional fight, and then his third professional fight, he get another opportunity at a world title.
So what do you suggest is the reason for that?
Well, we know what the reason is. Do we really need to say it?
No, well, here's what I can tell you about
Have you ever heard, listen, have you ever heard anybody losing their second professional fight and 3 professional fights? They're 1-1 in their professional fight. They're coming off a loss, and they get another opportunity at a world title. Have you ever heard that?
No, I haven't. But
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Look much into it, but I can tell you this regarding the racial narrative in boxing, because that seems to be the undertone here. First off, and let me speak on this a minute, and then and let me get this out. Black fighters in the modern era for the last 60-70 years have hands down, not just consistently, but overwhelmingly have been the very highest paid fighters in the sport of boxing. And it's not even close. And furthermore, you take a fighter like Devin Haney. Have you ever heard Ellerby and them, how they speak about Devin Haney? Have you ever heard, or do you ever wonder why Devin Haney signed with a foreign promoter, a white man, with Eddie Hearn, and not Leonard Ellerby? And
he's not signed to anybody. He just does co-promotions with them. He has his own promotional company, DHP Promotion. Hold on one second. Let me get to these super chats. Mr. T King, Texas brother super chat. Salute, Blue Duck season continues. Yes, sir. Jay Harris, Too Real brother super chat. This is outrageous. How is this even happening? Champs are ducking, champions ducking for other champions. It will never happen in MMA, especially in the UFC. That's a fact. Blackwater Boxing brother super chat. Devin Haney has title defenses. Doesn't matter. Agreed. Texas Bulldog Boxing brother super chat. Loma belt list with 2 losses except reality. This is the facts. Blackwater Boxing brother back in the super chat. Devin Haney has Loma's mandatory. Was Loma's mandatory? Facts. And he asked to be franchised. Jay Harris, Too Real brother back in the super chat. How is anyone defending this? He clearly is ducking. This is what we know. Blackwater Boxing brother back in the super chat. Salido beat Lomachenko. Teofimo beat Loma. Agreed. So he wants to fight the man that Lomachenko beat. Lomachenko lost to Teofimo Lopez. He beat Teofimo Lopez. Now he wants to fight the man who beat the man. Dub _ right side brother in super chat. Here comes to the Loma excuses. Won't be allowed. Hold on. Wow, man, I'm so far behind. Successful hustler, brother in super chat. If Pac was 50-5 division and Floyd was 8 division champ with 7 losses, Floyd garnered the same respect and fans know it. Plus Pac was 40 and beat Keith Thurman. Agreed. Wow, man, I'm so far behind on this. Amazing. Dub _ right side, brother in super chat. He said, here we go. Okay, great, brother. Go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
The racial narrative does not fit in boxing. Boxing doesn't care if you're from the Philadelphia or from the Philippines. Boxing only cares about what you can sell. I'm frankly tired of this. Devin Haney is not the first fighter to be ducked. Marvin Hagler was ducked. Golovkin was ducked.
I got to stop you there, great brother. I got to stop you there. Now, you know that's the furthest thing from the truth. I can't even understand how could you say that narrative doesn't play a part in the sport of boxing when it played its part in the sport of boxing since the sport of boxing was created.
I'm talking about the last 60 to 70 years.
It don't matter. It became a part of the
highest paid fighters are.
But let me ask you a question. They supposed to be the highest paid fighters because they dominate the sport.
Right, and if that was the case, and they weren't the
but guess what? But look what they got to.
You could say.
But hold on. Look what they got to go through to get to be that. That's the part that you're missing.
Well, what is it?
What do you mean? What is it? If I gotta explain to you what it is. Come on, brother. You watch the sport of boxing. You knew since Jack Johnson, since Muhammad Ali, these fighters are not respected and not revealed until they're long gone out the sport of boxing. Show me a black boxer that you saw that got nothing but respect in the sport of boxing. Like, who show me a fighter that gets praised like Lomachenko got praised? Did you ever see Floyd Mayweather get praised like Lomachenko got praised? Ever? No, just answer the question. Yes or no. Did you ever see Floyd Mayweather get praised like Vasily Lomachenko, who has 18 fights, bro?
Yeah, was Mayweather not number one pound for pound?
Bro, I'm asking you this question. Let me ask you a question. I'm asking you. Listen to what I'm asking you. Did you ever see Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah, I heard it.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You heard people knocking Floyd Mayweather, telling people, "Oh, Floyd Mayweather's ducking and Floyd Mayweather's this." That's all you heard. You never heard him being considered the greatest fighter you ever seen in the history of sport of boxing with 18 fights.
That about Lomachenko. Lomachenko's got plenty of critics. You're only hearing what you.
No, you know who the people that give Lomachenko the kickback, the people that live in reality, that not trying to push a narrative.
Well, and the narrative is what.
I'm asking you this question, brother. Come on, let's not play this game. When Lomachenko gets praised,
That's on my side. The highest paid fighters have continually been black fighters.
Because you don't have a choice but to play them. If you got 50 Michael Jordans, you ain't got no choice but to pay him.
Then you got a case for racism. If you see that's the case, it's about.
Let me ask you a question.
Roy Jones never made the money that Floyd Mayweather did, but Roy Jones was a top 10.
But okay, so now we're gonna pretend we don't act like what happened when Roy Jones was at the prime of his career and everybody was screaming out Roy Jones is only fighting cab drivers and construction workers. Come on, bro. I've been doing this for too long, bro. They supposed to say that about Canelo Alvarez because we clearly see there's a style of fighting that he's not trying to fight.
Okay, well, when Roy Jones was a light heavyweight, take a look at his resume. Chris Eubank, not jumping, Steve Collins.
But was they jumping? Was they chomping at the bit to fight him, or was he trying to fight them? I know this story with Roy Jones. They wasn't trying to. Chris Eubanks, Nigel Benn, Joe, what's his name? Joe Kazaki. These dudes wasn't trying to come across the pond and fight Roy Jones.
Those were the four big names in the division.
And show me which one of them was trying to come fight, and who was trying to fight Roy Jones when he was trying to fight him. Because they all admitted that they wasn't trying to come over here and fight.
Well, how do we know that?
Because they all admitted it. Because they admitted it. They admitted it. They didn't want to fight him. Come on, bro. Let's not act like we don't understand what take place in this sport of boxing, man. Come on, that's what we can do.
I don't understand, and the facts are on my side.
The facts is not on your side. The facts is on. Listen, I'm asking you this question, and you can't answer the question. You know that nobody get praised. You ever heard of a fighter with 11 fights, and they telling you he's better than Floyd Mayweather, he's better than Muhammad Ali, and he's better than Pernell Whitaker, he's better than Sugar Ray Leonard? You ever heard that?
Who have you heard say that?
You heard everybody saying it. ESPN was saying it. The worldwide, like you started off this conversation by saying ESPN is the biggest sporting platform in the world, like we all know. So if anybody can push a narrative, they can, right? So if you got ESPN telling the world that this dude is the greatest thing since sliced bread, then what narrative, what message are they trying to send?
So who has Bud Crawford ranked number one? And what's the narrative there, pound for pound?
They had Bud Crawford ranked 2 behind Lomachenko, brother.
Right. They got.
Let me ask you a question. How could you? No, they ain't having a choice because we started kicking up dust. Initially, they had Vasily Lomachenko ahead of his own network. Had Lomachenko. You don't remember that? When Errol Spence said how they got him ranked ahead, how Andre Ward said how ESPN got him ranked, how we were saying how they got Lomachenko ranked ahead of Terrence Crawford. You don't remember that?
I remember he was ranked ahead of Crawford until Crawford.
How could he ever? Now stop right there. How could he ever be ranked against over Terrence Crawford when Terrence Crawford had already started accomplishing what he is accomplishing before Lomachenko got to where he accomplished? Lomachenko had a loss in his second fight in his career. So how could he surpass Terrence Crawford?
Because losses, like you said last night, they don't define a fighter's entire career.
Your second fight of your career, you lost to a journeyman. How did you surpass? How did you surpass a Terrence Crawford? How could you?
Hopkins lost his first fight to a journeyman.
Okay.
Hopkins not a great fighter because of that.
No. Listen. Show me. Okay, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Hold on, let me stop you right there. I'm glad you said that. That's a good example. See, when was Bernard Hopkins ranked number 1 though?
Well, Bernard Hopkins, when was he ranked number 1 pound for pound?
Over who? You ever saw Bernard Hopkins ranked number 1 over Floyd Mayweather or Roy Jones Jr.?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you again. You just said plenty of fighters lost, but they was never ranked the best fighter in the world. Lomachenko was considered the best fighter in the world over Terrence Crawford and Andre Ward.
Well, part of that has to do with how he beat the fighters that he
Bro, please stop.
And some of them
Stop it, brother. Stop, brother, please, brother, do me a favor. Brother, stop it. Don't tell me it's how he beat no fighters. Terrence Crawford was knocking people out, and so was Andre Ward.
Undefeated champions.
Andre Ward won the Super 6 tournament, bro.
Yeah, he did.
So what are you talking about?
Did he knock out Carl Froch? Did he make him quit?
He had to knock out Carl Froch? Who? Okay, let me ask you a question. Hold on. I'm glad you said that. Who did Lomachenko knock out?
He made him quit.
I didn't ask you that. You said, did he knock out Carl Froch? Did Lomachenko knock people out?
Well, he technically knocked them out when you make them quit. That's a TKO.
No, a knockout is a knockout, and a person quitting on the stool is mental fortitude. That's two different things. We ain't gonna play this game. Did he get knocked out? Did he knock out his opponents, or did he not?
When you lose on the stool and you quit,
did he knock them out, or did he not?
You are talking to a guy that I'm 15 years older than you, and I know easily as much boxing as you do.
Okay, so then you're playing a game with me. So you're playing because you know. So
want to keep comparing and dissecting.
No, brother, you just said that. You just used an example of Bernard Hopkins. You used a bad example because nobody ever ranked Bernard Hopkins over Roy Jones or Floyd Mayweather.
Well, I'm not making a case for Lomachenko being pound for pound.
No, I asked you. I said we using this comparison. You trying to walk me around the block, bro. So here's the thing. I said to you, you said this narrative in the sport of boxing doesn't exist. I said, yes, it does. You ain't never seen a fighter, an African-American fighter, be placed above nobody with only 11 fights in their career and talk about what they did in the amateurs and place them above other fighters in the sport of boxing. You never seen it. And so then I asked you, okay, we saw Lomachenko lose his second career fight as a professional and then still be ranked against ahead of Andre Ward and Vasily Lomachenko, and ESPN's, like you started this saying, the worldwide leader in sports. ESPN is the biggest platform in the world. We know this. So if they pushing a narrative, it's gonna reach more people's eyes and ears than anybody. So they are the ones, they're the main ones that shouldn't be pushing the narrative. So what I'm saying to you is this, right? If Lomachenko is being considered, when you ever seen that, then you brought up Bernard Hopkins and you said Bernard Hopkins lost his first professional career fight. Right. But Bernard Hopkins was never considered better than Roy Jones or Floyd Mayweather. You know why? Because he looked like Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones.
But yet Roy and Floyd were both ranked number 1 pound for pound.
Right, as they should be.
Okay, but
as Terrence Crawford and Andre Ward should be.
There's where the racist narrative falls apart.
Let me ask you this question. Hold on. I'm going to ask you another question, brother. Let me ask you another question. How did Lomachenko lose to Teofimo Lopez, beat Nakatani, who never won a world title and never fought for a world title? Then he beat Richard Coleman, who Richard Coleman was knocked out and had multiple losses. How did that garner him to be back in the top 5 pound for pounders?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to the pound for pound list, to be honest with you.
But no, brother, you just said you 15 years older. You just said you 15 years older than me. I don't know how you know you're 15 years older than me, but you 15 years older than me.
42, right?
I never said I was 42. I said I'm on the wrong side of 40. So you said you're 15 years older than me, and you know that 10 years ahead of me on boxing, whatever, right? Okay, so then you said this narrative don't exist in the sport of boxing. So I'm asking you, how is Lomachenko being ranked and put in this position? How is everybody? I don't care what you say or what I say, right? Because the biggest sporting platform in the world is telling the world that he should be up here on this list. So I'm asking you.
Who provides the fight
I'm asking you this question, brother.
No,
Why would ESPN rank him that high? What did he do to deserve it?
Who provides the fight to ESPN? Bob Arum. Bob Arum
doesn't matter. Terrence Crawford is a top ranked fighter. He was Terrence Crawford was a top ranked fighter until November. So I'm asking you again.
1 pound for pound in the rankings.
He didn't have no choice, but they tried to put. You know why? You know why they moved him out the position? They had no choice to put him there because Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko, bro. Until Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko, they didn't have Terrence Crawford number 1. They didn't even have him ranked the number 1 welterweight. They had Errol Spence ranked above him.
He was number 2 in those rankings.
Right. So I'm asking you. So I'm gonna ask you again. How did Lomachenko, since you're saying this doesn't exist in the sport of boxing, I'm asking you, how did Lomachenko get that position?
Because he's an ESPN fighter and he's exclusive to ESPN and Bob Arum is his promoter. And if you look
so why did they choose again? So we're not going to play this game. Why did they choose him over Terrence Crawford? Because Terrence Crawford is an ESPN top ranked fighter as well. So why did they choose him over Terrence Crawford?
Probably because his resume was better.
How? Who?
Just let me say this. Just the other night. You
got bro. You walking me around the block, bro. You're walking me around the block. Now I'm asking you, Vasily Lomachenko's resume is better than Terrence Crawford's. Who on Lomachenko's resume did Lomachenko beat that was better than just say, Victor Postol at the time?
Come on, man.
Okay, tell me.
Come on, man. You know who Lomachenko beat.
Okay, who? Bro, I'm asking you a question. So who is better than Victor Postol?
Better than Victor.
Yeah. At the time, Terrence Crawford beat him. You said you know boxing just like you know. You're 10 years older than me. Then that means you know how Victor Postol was perceived as the boogeyman. That hold on. Let me finish. Danny Garcia everybody said that Danny Garcia was avoiding the boogeyman and Victor Postol, right? He was the boogeyman division. They said Terrence Crawford was avoiding Victor Postol. Now hindsight is 2020. We ain't gonna deal with hindsight. We're gonna deal in the moment. When Victor Postol was at the height of his career, when he was the champion, they were saying that Devin, Danny Garcia, who was a unified champ, was avoiding him and ducking him. That's why he was leaving the division. They were saying that Terrence Crawford was avoiding him. That's why Terrence Crawford said, make the fight happen with Victor Postol. I'm not avoiding this dude. He was the boogeyman in junior welterweight. Don't talk in hindsight. Don't talk to us and talk to me as if Victor Postol now. Yeah, I know how he's perceived now. I'm talking about when he was then at that time. So who on his resume was perceived better than Victor Postol, who stopped the meme machine in Lucas Matisse? Go ahead.
Just about everybody that Loma fought was better than Victor Postol.
Hey, bro, I gotta go, bro. Hey, bro, I gotta go. That you're making up stories now. Now you're not being honest. Now you're not being honest. No. You're not being honest now. Now you're saying everybody on his resume is better than Victor Postol, bro. That's not being honest.
Postol's claim to fame is a close decision loss to Danny Garcia.
No, Victor Postol didn't even fight Danny Garcia, bro. You just told me you know boxing. You just told me you knew more boxing, just about the same amount. You just said his claim to fame was a close decision to Danny Garcia. He ain't never even fight Danny Garcia.
I mean, I'm mistaken about the Danny Garcia, but let me just say this.
No, I'm asking you who you just said that Victor Postol, bro. If you don't, hold on. You don't know how Victor Postol was perceived. Hold on, brother. Hold on. You don't know how Victor Postol was perceived back then.
No, I know exactly how he was.
Okay, so how was he perceived? Tell these people, because we got 900 people here watching, and at the end of this, we're gonna have at least 15 to 20,000. So tell the people how Victor Postol was perceived back then. Because you know boxing just like me.
Not all that highly regarded. I mean, I'm not.
Victor Postol wasn't highly regarded?
No.
So listen, let me ask you this question. You telling me Jason Sosa is better than Victor Postol?
Was he ever on the
Hold on. I'm asking you a question. You telling me Sosa is better than Victor Postol? Because you just said everybody on Lomachenko's resume.
I said damn near everybody.
Okay, so he only got 18 fights, bro. He only has 18 fights and he got 2 losses.
Yeah, I'm aware of Loma.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. Do you think that Orlando Salido is better than Victor Postol?
I'd say they're about even.
Bro.
Yeah. Salido was a tough rugged customer.
Bro, you're not being honest right now.
Great, but I damn sure ain't gonna make Victor Postol out.
I didn't say he was a great boy. I'm saying when Terrence Crawford beat him, he was perceived to be the boogeyman. Everybody was talking about Victor Postol and Sergey Kovalev and these dudes running these divisions, and people was avoiding Sergey Kovalev, and people avoiding Victor Postol, and people avoiding Gennady Triple G Golovkin. They told the world that Gennady Triple G Golovkin was the greatest middleweight that you ever seen. When we know that not to be true, because Marvelous Marvin Hagler campaigned in that division. So tell me how they compete, how they tell us, how they tell the fans. That's misguiding the fans. How they tell the fans and have you're talking about the Ring Magazine and Max Kellerman on ESPN telling the fans that Gennady Triple G Golovkin was the greatest middleweight that we ever seen.
Yeah, I never agreed with that.
Okay, so no, whether you agree with it or not, explain this to me. No, whether you agree with it or not, explain what did Gennady Golovkin do at that point in time? Because now we're just going to keep moving on. Because you said this narrative don't live in the sport of boxing. So now I'm gonna ask you this: now let's move to Triple G. What did Triple G do to deserve that honor? Historically.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't get that. You dropped out.
Okay, so what did Triple G do? They told us, the Ring Magazine and ESPN. So the Ring Magazine was considered the Bible in the sport of boxing. And then ESPN, right? Never mind what you think or what I think. So ESPN and the Ring Magazine said that Triple G was arguably the greatest middleweight we ever seen. But we know Sugar Ray Robinson campaigned there. Hold on. Let me ask you a question, brother. Hold on. We know Sugar Ray Robinson campaigned there, and we know Marvelous Marvin Hagler campaigned there. So how in the world can they tell us that Triple G what did he do and who did he beat to get to garner those same honors as those two dudes?
Well, what he did is he had 20 title defenses all by knockout. Now, to me, that doesn't put him in the same breath as Monzon or Marvin Hagler, but that's boxing height, the same way Tank.
No, bro. How is he? There's no way you can say I don't care how many title defenses he had. There's no way, like me and you both know, that you could put him in the same conversation with Bernard Hopkins, with Sugar Ray Robinson and Marvelous Hagler. Don't we both know that?
Well, I wouldn't put him in there with Ray Robinson, but Bernard Hopkins, certainly I would put him in there. If you look at Hopkins,
so Triple G deserves in the same conversation as Bernard Hopkins?
Well, Hopkins had a very weak title run in his defenses. He's even admitted that himself, that he fought in a bad middleweight era. I don't really pay attention to pound for pound rankings. But
I'm asking you this. No. It doesn't matter what you believe, and it doesn't matter what I believe. I'm showing you something. You said this perception don't exist. I'm showing you. You know Triple G don't deserve it. You know Triple G didn't deserve to be in that conversation with no Bernard Hopkins. Okay. Let's just say you want to say Bernard Hopkins had a weak run. So how he deserved to be in a conversation with Marvelous Hagler, the late great Marvelous Hagler, and Sugar Ray Robinson?
Because he had 21 straight middleweight title defenses.
Bro.
If you look at those names,
what you just said, Bernard Hopkins' run was weak. So Triple G's run, if Bernard Hopkins' run was weak, then Triple G's run was double weak.
Well, I would say they were very close to the same, because Hopkins, by his own admission.
Okay, so then tell me, how could you say Bernard Hopkins' run is weak, but then you're trying to tell me the reason that they even had this conversation was because he went on his run to even be in a conversation with Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Robinson?
The same way they would say the same thing about Hopkins when Hopkins broke the Monzon's title defense.
But nobody said that he was better than Marvin Hagler or Sugar Ray Robinson. The Ring Magazine and ESPN told us he was better. He was the best middleweight. How?
The better, you say.
How?
The other night, you went on a big rant.
Bro, you walking me around the block, bro.
When people don't agree with you, they try to flame up and things like that. I don't agree with you on certain things, but you are doing the same thing that you accuse others. You want to flame off and yell at me and pound me down.
Bro, you just told me a sport that, brother, it don't have nothing to do with agreeing. You don't have to agree with me because we both know the truth. You just tried to tell me a sport that was built on that it don't exist. Are you kidding me?
Bill doing what? You're going back to the 30s or the 40s?
All right, bro. Listen, man, I gotta go, man. I appreciate you.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
All right, great brother. Come on, brother. Stop it. Devon Webster, brother in Super Chat, do worse for some network or promotional company. Come on, man. Don't come. You can't come here and tell me this sport. Nah, there's no that don't exist in this sport. Man, stop, man. Boss Red 357, brother in Super Chat. ESPN race Loma lost on live TV. Facts. You can't come here and try to tell me that don't exist in this sport. And I got to get out of here, man. It's 12:30 at night. Amazing, man. Hey, I respect everybody's opinion, but when you try to tell me that, this don't exist in the sport, man, stop, man. Stop, man. Sports Express Podcast, brother in the Super Chat. He said, yo, Blue, ask him what black fighters got a title after their first fight. They're not involved in this guy. Hey, man, here's the thing, right? We know that there's promoters that say stuff like, black fighters don't sell. What are you talking about? How could you say it don't exist when we know there's promoters that say things like, black fighters don't sell? What are you talking about? Dub_right side, brother Super Chat. He said, God is fighting Postal, and we consider a step-up fight, and Postal is 38. 9 years ago, he was a boogeyman. Hey, this client off the phone. Come on, man. We know how to say everybody on Lomachenko resume is better than Victor Postal. Man, stop, man. That's ridiculous. Jesse R, brother in Super Chat. Blue, this entertaining. You speak facts. Love it. He wanted to ride the train of boxing facts. Right. My brother Pac-Man ATL Tay in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Pac-Man ATL Tay. See, I was getting ready to lead him down. I'm getting ready going to many people. We gonna go into the wildest situation and everything. But when you tell me, when you start to say things that you letting me know you're just gonna go against the grain for the sake of going against the grain, then it's pointless, man. Then it's pointless. Then I can't do it, man. Once you start telling me stuff like, hey, man, well, you telling me, how did Triple G get compared? Well, they compared him because of the run. But at the same time, I asked you about Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins' run was weak. So Triple G run was weak. Yeah. So then how are we talking about Triple G run gets him a garner to even be mentioned in the same breath as those guys? Come on. You can't have it. Come on, man. Come on, man. Brian Son of G said you missed my super chat. Pardon me, great brother. Let me look back up. Come on, man. We trying to overly garner Lomachenko. We're gonna act like we don't understand what's going on here. Man, come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. And I knew where you was going with this as soon as you started off talking about, well, who did Devin Haney fight? Well, who did Lomachenko fight? We started this off by saying, hey, who did Devin Haney fight? I already knew where you was going with this. Who did Devin Haney fight? Champions. So now we're going to talk about, we just going to disregard Yoriokas Gamboa. He shouldn't even be in the conversation. Now Gamboa shouldn't even be in the conversation? Really? Salute my brother Brian Son of G, brother in the super chat. Facts, Blue. C Blue, you have a little Kurt in you. He blessed you already. Torch already passed. Salute to Kurt. Salute to my brother Brian Son of G, man. Appreciate you, great brother. Nah, man, we ain't gonna do that, bro. I respect everybody's opinion. I love everybody, man, but we ain't gonna do that. No, that's what we're not gonna do. Robert Singleton, brother in super chat. Loma got another title right after the Salido loss. Facts. For what? How? That's what I'm asking. Who got a title opportunity? Then he was like, well, I got to dig deep. But come on, man. Stop it, man. If Floyd Mayweather had lost his second fight If Floyd Mayweather had lost his second fight as a professional, you think in his third fight he would have got a title opportunity? Come on, man. Let's be real here. Let's be real here. So then you telling me, yeah, well, I got to dig deep. I got to dig deep in that to see who did that, who did. Man, come on, man. We know what it is. But I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Starting up, showing your boy Blue love and holding me down, man. Got to get on out of here, man. It's 12:30 over here on the East, man. Let me get on out of here, man. I appreciate y'all 1,000%, man. Coming through, man. You know, we can't do that, man. We ain't going to do that, man. So I appreciate y'all coming through, starting up, holding your boy Blue down and showing me love. My brother Charles Edward Cheese, peace. Great brother, Miss Aisha, peace and blessings, Queen. Julius Thomas, my brother. Kevin Price, salute to y'all. Quinn Brody, what's going on? And I appreciate you calling in, great brother, but you already know what it is. I appreciate everybody calling in. And you know me, man. Kareem Ebanks, what's going on? Jay Harris, too real, my brother in Super Chat. He said, I knew the moment he got on the phone, he was on some, you handled it well, Blue. You let him talk, but had a valid counter to everything. Right. Hey, man, all you have to do is tell me, why did Lomachenko get this opportunity? Well, I don't know. Man, come on, man. Stop it. Bossy and Brains, what's going on? Why did Lomachenko get this opportunity? I don't know. You think if Devin Haney would have lost, he would have got an opportunity to fight for a world title in his third fight? Really? Does anybody believe that? Does anybody believe if Devin Haney would have lost his second fight, he would have got an opportunity to fight for a world title in his third fight? Salute to New Zealand, 828 Mora. What's going on? Maury, what's going on? Nobody. Nobody believes that. And we know what it is. DJ, what's going on? We all know what it is, man. To pretend we act like, oh, I don't know why he got a third fight, a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. And now we're going to act like, oh, then I said, so you discredit Gamboa, right? But then you say you don't fully discredit Lomachenko beating Guillermo Rigondeaux. What? Okay, so you say Gamboa was 38 or 39, whatever he said, and injured. Okay, so the fact that we know Guillermo Rigondeaux was at least 30, 35, 36, and coming up 2 to 3 weight classes, that don't count? Come on, man. Come on, man. So let me get out of here, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, starting up, holding your boy Blue down, and showing me love. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.